Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Night Falls Vale podcast, Star Wars special, May the 4th be with you edition. Technically Revenge of the 5th, but same shit. It works. Yeah, we're a day late.
The Sith already killed the Jedi.
Hey, that's not till the third movie. Revenge of the... No. Okay, jam-packed episode. It's all Star Wars today. We're going to try to keep it that way at least, but no promises. You know that.
Maybe a slight deviation at the end when we talk about our next episode. But
that's why we have you here.
Yeah, organization.
Try and keep us in line.
So the thought process is basically going everything outside of the major movies.
Pretty much, yeah.
Talking more shows.
I mean, because who doesn't know episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and who cares about 7, 8, 9?
Some will disagree with you, but I'm on board. Yeah.
We'll probably make plenty of references and go off tangents into those movies, but we don't need to talk about them
as long as he
subjects.
doesn't say Misa something.
Oh, God.
Hey, he's going to get brought up.
I know.
Thank you, Mando Season 3. He's going to get brought up.
Misa, cha-cha, me. There's the that's who it is. Oh, they should know.
It's only a little spoiler what's coming ahead.
The hot topic right now would be Visions, because Season 2 just came out. In the last couple days, haven't touched it yet, but I've heard it's better than Season 1.
2 Visions?
Yeah.
That's the one where they change up the art styles and everything, right?
That is currently out.
I definitely have to watch that, because I love the first one.
I
There were a few that weren't...
Yes, there were a few that were good, few that were bad.
Yeah. Like, there was the... what was that?
The Samurai? The Samurai Inspired one, which was episode 1. That one was good.
That one is actually almost canon, as well as it was.
There are a couple of good ones.
What was the one that was very sci-fi anime? The twins?
Yeah.
That was okay, I want to say. Maybe it was a little out there, though.
Just a couple of them felt too kiddish. It seemed like they were going direct at things, trying to target certain audiences with each episode versus...
It's not as kiddish as the new Disney Plus show they're coming out with.
That is out.
That is out?
That is out.
Oh, yeah, that extremely kiddie one.
The one that takes place before the High Republic? Where we still have no clue how old Yoda is.
He's 900 years old.
No, he's 900 years old when he dies.
Gives me all these shows and things that have to do with Republic. This Republic, that Republic, never Old Republic. No,
You're still not getting Darth Revan.
Fuck Old Republic. I'm gonna say it till I die. I'll probably never get it, so I will say it till I die.
Dude, it was even referenced in Jedi Survivor. Like it was a high point to the story.
I heard that game launch with bugs like a motherfucker.
Oh fuck yes! Literally, you finish a fight, you go into a cutscene, you get 2/3 of the way through the cutscene, and you think you just fucking finish, and it freezes on you.
Yep.
Freeze. The good thing I was like, do I need it? No, it's probably got bugs.
The worst part is, I beat the fucking game, right? I thought I was good. I was going to let the credits roll all the way through, because, sometimes they put something. Couldn't fucking do that. Every time I got to near the end of the credits, freezes. Every time. That pissed me off.
And again, there's another problem with that. As much as I love, that's a game I feel I would play for a few hours, and it would get repetitive. I swear to God.
Well, they kind of change it up with the different combat styles, so you don't get bored with the combat as easy as...
You actually get a fucking done.
Yeah, you can go blaster and lightsaber style.
Yes, it's actually fun. And that's actually the most fun to level up, because you can actually do bounties. Well, you're getting hunted.
Spoiler for the game, I'm going to say this. What I would do is I would play the game, level up, beat all the bounty hunter quests just to get my cameo, then never play the game again.
Yeah, his cameo.
Yeah.
I pointed to
Why
Boba.
do you think I mentioned it? And look, that's one of my favorite pops.
And all he does is show up. You don't fight him or anything.
You mean the actual Boba Fett?
Yeah, the actual Boba Fett. Not beer gut Boba Fett.
Yeah,
No. Okay, let me fix that. Not Bacta. Bacta?
Back to tank.
Back to tank. Boba.
Like a bantha.
We know where he got the beer gut, though. He was drinking too many beers with Jason Momoa.
What the hell was that?
Aquaman. He's his dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boba Fett is Aquaman's dad. Well, technically, Fett is Aquaman because you laid Boba.
Has it been that long since I watched that?
Yes, and
No,
I still don't want
You did it. You did. You went off point. God damn it.
No, I went off the beer gut. I was making the point.
Well, we mentioned, well, whatever. Jedi Lone Survivor, it's Star Wars, so there. It works, okay. Whatever. There.
I brought up Lone Survivor.
Lone
Survivor.
I'll save that one for a minute because that's going to get talked about quite a bit. Tales of the Jedi.
If that's the one where
you got Baby Ahsoka and then you've got Yaddle.
yeah,
and
yes,
Count
that
Dooku.
one. I like that. I like that they, like I said,
Didn't we also get the droid that's showing up in Ahsoka?
No, that's something else.
That was something else.
Yeah, he wasn't really in that.
I just like that they give
Come on, David.
like Yaddle was one of them Jedis that really didn't do shit, and they actually gave something to the story for Yaddle.
He just
and
like
how Yaddle died.
he just like Yaddle's voice actor.
Yeah.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
I don't even think I paid attention to that.
Oh, shit. But again, shit, that goes back to the wish list. Like, I like when Star Wars does stuff like that. Because there's got so many good characters and they don't have to use half of them.
Yeah, I'm on record in this. It's like, most of their best stuff...
Isn't used?
No, most of their best stuff is based off of something that doesn't yet exist.
Yeah.
Legends? No, it's not even Legends anymore.
No. There's not a lot of backstory for Yaddle. There wasn't a much backstory on why Count Dooku transferred over. We knew that it was because of Qui-Gon's death was the final straw that broke it, but not where he was leaning for anything.
Yep. Qui-Gon Jinn.
But
the more you talk about him, the more iconic he gets.
But this is a series where they can spin off of things and just go with different characters in different ways. It doesn't even it's Tales of the Jedi.
So my wish list for Jedi side stories has hope. It has life. Remember, it's on my wish list. It has life.
It's just not going to be anybody you care about because they've already done stuff in Clone Wars and stuff about the characters you actually care about.
Yeah.
It's like Yaddle didn't have anything, so they gave it to Yaddle.
Yeah. Exactly. So that makes sense. Yeah. Now here, let's just give Yaddle something.
That's not the abbreviation for that. I don't know why that came to.
Basically had nothing.
IBS. That's not what it is.
Irritable bowel syndrome? You got irritable bowel syndrome? What?
No,
IBS.
It's the intelligence agency in Star Wars. ISB?
ISB.
ISB. I had it.
I'm more concerned with the fact that he said irritable, the abbreviation for irritable bowel syndrome.
Hey.
But the pizza got you right?
I was dyslexic in my brain as far as memorizing.
No, I don't care about that. Just irritable bowel syndrome.
I would like a little bit more on the ISB.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be Jedi. That's a whole different thing. Yeah. They need to do...
Yeah, I suppose.
They need a franchise that's just stories of Star Wars versus Tales of the Jedi, which is basically supposed to be Jedi.
Yeah.
Because especially after playing Jedi Survivor, I would like more.
Because, you know what's... This got brought up at work today. I would watch Tales of the Jedi, Count Dooku, and Qui-Gon.
Hell yeah.
I would watch the shit out of that.
Speaking of, I'd
anything
love...
Qui-Gon people.
Give us good guy Count Dooku before he's been corrupted by all this.
I'd love some fucking live action Cal Kestis. There's bias there. There's bias there.
He wants to do it, but he'll only do it if he gets to wear the poncho.
He wants the poncho.
Do you know what you have to do to get the fucking poncho? Beat a fucking frog.
Oh, just here we go again, but it's a game that has bosses, so I always watch my game ranks and my people who rank bosses. I was almost in tears when guy said it was the hardest boss in that game, and he said, don't do it, you ain't gonna beat it, just quit, don't do it. There's a double Rancor boss fight. You gotta cheese that shit. You can't beat it. He said, if you're playing that on the hardest difficulty, you can't do it. You're just gonna get one. Don't say you did it. You get one-shotted. You're done. What?
I barely did it.
No, you didn't. You get
I died and restarted.
You get one-shotted. Them things just one-shot you on the hardest difficulty. This man said it's impossible. It is borderline impossible. That's what he said. And I died left.
Borderline.
What?
That helps when you play on...
Well, you played on the easiest difficulty.
No, I didn't play on easiest. I played on normal.
Then it don't count. Then fine, whatever. I would say if you did that on Grandmaster, I would call bullshit. I would, because he said
I couldn't play on fucking Grandmaster.
Everything one-shots you on Grandmaster. That's what he said. Don't play on that. He said there was bosses that he switched to difficulty. I'm like, I can't do this. This is bullshit.
The first fucking Rancor you come against.
One shot. One shot.
You had to stay mid-range in order to fucking do anything.
They took pointers from Miyazaki from Dark Souls. How should we make it hard? One shot. Okay, one shot. Oh god. Why? Lone Survivor, go away. You've been mentioned too much. I didn't mention the rank. Okay, next.
Bad Batch.
I like Bad Batch.
I have not watched enough of it.
I like it. I like it. The clone side of story, and it's kind of the more rambunctious and uppity group of clones and shit. I kind of like that side of things.
That is the series that gave the reasoning behind the names, isn't it?
Reasoning behind the names?
Yeah, like Echo and all that.
Well, it's a different name to clones.
99.
Yeah. It's bringing in all the other major clones. It had Cody in it. It's had Rex in it. But I think it's fun. It gives you more of the backstory. It gives you backstory for what happened to the Kaminoans after Order 66, which is something that we always want to see because they haven't delved much into that.
I don't really know that.
I want to see more stuff that
broke off the map there.
Right after Order 66 or like kind of a little bit after, because I want to see some more of them transitioning.
I have a hot take on that, by the way.
What?
Order 66 overrated.
Huh? It's done almost in everything now.
Yeah, Order 66 has been overplayed, and they did a piss poor job of it. Guess why? Because guess what every origin story is for every main character of every TV show that they've been doing so far? Oh, he survived Order 66. Apparently, Order 66 was a bad job done. Because there's how many fucking survivors?
The whole fucking game series based off of it.
I like that new
Grogu, Cal Kestis, Jesus. And they're still touching on other Jedis in those contexts.
Yeah, they are.
Just
Bode, for fuck's sakes, which was part of the ISB.
Just like that fucking that meme now that's been going around that kills me when Yoda's on his bed dying. He's telling Luke, "You're like the last Jedi." Besides Cal Kestis. Besides, he's naming off all the fuckers.
Coworker, when I was making the argument at work, a coworker said Ahsoka. It's like, nope, not a Jedi.
At least she doesn't get pissed about it like Anakin did.
That was the one thing that people were pissed about during her trailers, that they called her a Jedi in the trailer. It's like, no, she's not. She's not.
You know another thing that I've seen circling around on TikTok? People not liking
other
the
than
term...
Kermit bouncing around?
It's right there. The term Grey Jedi not being liked. You know, how the hell can you have a light side and a dark side and then Grey's just folktales? Yeah, because he goes on both sides. Darth Revan. What the hell?
How often is this pop going to get touched? Probably a lot.
All of them with their greasy fingers.
There's got shields. They're good.
No, Bad Batch is getting a season 3, and that'll be the end of Bad Batch, though. So they'll be.
I kind of figured that's where their story would take off.
That's not a lot of. There are endpoints for all these characters.
Judging by how Rebels ended, how
ended.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Guess.
I mean, they did do a time skip, so does it count? Say, hey, I hear this is popular anime. Let's do it.
Guess we can delve into Andor now.
Andor. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. It's slower for most people.
Definitely a slow start.
It is slow.
The man, the myth, the legend of... why is his name escaping me now?
Stellan?
No. Gollum.
Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis.
Me. Stellan?
No, the man, the myth, the legend of just appearing in every franchise known to man. He's part of the story.
Who did he do in this one?
You didn't see it. He's in the prison that Andor gets sent for.
Yep. Yeah, I'm like,
he's a prison lead guy for his team.
Who might be dead, might not.
I don't know. He can't swim. We don't know.
Yeah, can't swim. That's all the last you see of him.
He's in a floating prison in the middle of the water. They escape and can't swim.
I can't swim.
You said he's the leader?
He's
of that section.
He's the prison supervisor.
Yep.
He's still a prisoner, but he's just leading the team that's on there.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Couple Rogue One jokes inside that you gotta pay attention to catch, but it's like we know nothing about any of these characters other than Cassian.
Yep.
We know nothing. None of these characters were ever brought up in name outside of
who was that?
Outside of Mon Mothma.
That first informant, the one that picked him up.
Picked him up.
Like made him spy.
That's
Stellan.
Stellan?
Yeah.
Stellan.
Know nothing about him.
Yeah.
I thought he was a really interesting character.
He's in.
I have to see.
Wait, I'm gonna thank the actor.
I thought you watched some of it, not all of it.
He's in the intro. He's in the first episode. So.
4 episodes.
Oh, okay. I was like, how the hell you know who Stellan is? How do you... No, he didn't finish. Okay, that makes sense then.
But that's also just because he's a good actor, so you're going to care about the character anyway.
Yeah, Stellan.
I mean, Bix.
Well, I suppose it's just what he brings to the show and pushing the story forward.
I mean, we've seen the actor. I've seen the actress that plays his best friend on the planet Bix several times in other shows.
Oh yeah,
including the Marvel.
You ever just laugh at the Star Wars planet names?
Yes.
I like how it
Dagobah.
Croissant. What?
I like how it is the beginning seeds of rebellion. Again, I like when they show stuff that earlier ain't been seen that much. It's the first, I forget the name of the town that Cassian's on, where they first revolt against the Empire, kind of. I forget the name of the town, whatever.
So did I. It's another made-up planet that they made just for the show.
They like doing that?
Yeah. Well, there's nothing canonized entities that can name anything.
And they did the hologram of his mother figure. She died, but she started sparking rebellion and shit.
What the Tantalor? Is that real?
No, as far as I know, it is now.
It's the first time I've heard that for the Hidden Path.
Andor,
ever.
That show does have a credit though. It takes a lot to touch the heartstrings of me, and I'm sorry when Andor's loading some of the people onto the ship to leave and shit, and the damn droid B2's there, and he's just like, "Aren't you coming, Cassian?" "No, I can't." Oh, and he made a sad droid sound. Oh, my heart, my heart.
Turns out that was the droid Dean was looking for.
You give me every time you mention B2. Because all I can think of is the end of that name.
Emo. Based for season 2, apparently season 2 is just takes place all during the 3 days right before Rogue One.
The hell?
They were only doing 2 seasons. Yeah. It's just the 3 days right before Rogue One, and then Rogue One happens.
I know, Jones needs to cameo
3 days stretched out.
No, she's not. She already said no. She's not in it. She already said she's not in it.
Oh.
But that also means K2's got to be in it, too. Because I don't think he found him just right before, and K2's already got to have been discovered and used.
It would have been nice if they somehow showed up.
As I've said, controversial, since Rogue One,
prison.
It's kind of a controversial take. Well, maybe not in this group here, but I will watch Rogue One over and over any of them sequel movies. Even Force Awakens. What'd you say?
I'm favorite fucking characters.
The Force is with me. I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me.
You mean the only other time Donnie Yen's played a blind guy? Where do you think he learned how to do it for John Wick?
Well, also remember Rogue One gave us the Darth Vader hallway scene.
Yes.
Isn't that where we get the rule? Don't fucking go up against a Jedi in a hallway.
That's the first clarification, and then just everything else is said.
It's like Daredevil. Don't fucking do it.
But that movie just has so many comedic moments that I love. Just K2 knocking out Jin. It's like, you are being rescued. Please do not resist.
Please do not resist.
Why does that feel like something you would do to us?
I was about to comment on Vader, but I'm like, I will wait for that because I believe the show that he's heavily in is talked about later. So
it's next.
Okay.
It's the only other show left until we get to...
Well, we've pretty much covered Andor.
Yeah.
We went right into Rogue One.
The concept of...
There's going to be some deviations, but...
The concept of Andor is fun. Yeah. It's going to be interesting to do with 2. Yeah. It's... The playoff of what they were building in the prison feels like cliched.
Yeah.
It's not like it's trying to introduce.
We might see Andy Serkis again. We might see Andy Serkis.
Might get Andy Serkis again. See how many of his friends that we get again, because it's got his best friend and the girl, his love interest.
Yeah.
Even though it's probably not a love interest.
What was her name?
Bix.
Bix.
B-I-X.
Oh, yeah, and her fucking clown fucking dude that liked her that turned Cassie. And I'm like, you fucking clown, bro. I don't use... Oh, fucking clown.
Turn? What?
No, it's a guy that likes Bix, but she's
the coworker that she works with.
But he's in the cat. He got jealous. He's like, oh, he's here. I'm like, you fucking...
Ah, that's what you meant.
One of them motherfuckers.
When you said turned, it confused the shit out of me because, wait, hold on. Cassian's bi now and we're doing that again?
Can we... Oh, Jesus. Why is this broadcast... Why does it...
You confused me!
So I understand where he lost track. He's got a one-track mind.
I didn't watch the full show, so when you said something like that, he turned. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Turned to the dock.
He was in a prison. You said he turned.
They don't turn. They just...
Right around?
They do, but... They just the lack of it. They need a hole, and there's only one jet hole there. So that's what you do in prison. Okay, moving on. Adapt or die. Star? Adapt or die in prison. There, you should adapt. Okay, next. Okay, there I got him.
I can't say anything.
Now we get into the bitching and the complaining.
Oh no,
Kenobi.
Yes. The high ground master himself.
It's like you want to love it, but you can't.
I am 50-50 with this show.
That's what I'm saying.
I love it, but at the same time, it has it's hard.
For the canon nut in me.
The canon nut.
It's been busted. This is the...
Did you want to phrase it that way?
Yes. Not in a good way.
This was an early discharge.
For Obi-Wan, it was.
Oh, man.
It wasn't Obi-Wan, because it was Obi-Wan.
First few episodes, I had no problem with. Yeah. Obi-Wan interacting with Owen, watching over him,
and
going through his struggles, thinking he killed Anakin. Fine.
Yeah.
Understood it completely, made sense.
Yeah.
Once Leia got kidnapped, it went to shit.
At least Darth Maul didn't show up.
Oh, Lord.
Leave that for season 2 if they make one.
Live action?
Wouldn't we get an Ezra in that one then?
No.
And I'm not saying Milk. Not trying to do that to you again.
We don't need to bring him up. Oh,
no, now we're talking Star Wars. I know what the hell you're talking about.
Oh, God.
Don't worry. All the people on the set are saying you're going to forget all about Ezra Miller's legal issues because he's so
I heard.
oh
my God.
No, I won't.
Yep. Leaving that one alone. That's my sidetrack.
It's why they've got two berries in there and says our children. What?
Yeah, one of them's going to be evil.
Oy, oy, oy.
That's the real him.
Oh, God.
Once Leia gets kidnapped and Obi-Wan has to go find her, I lost every respect I had for the show. That was building up. Made less sense. I hated Reva. I don't know why we were supposed to be sympathetic.
That was absolute garbage. Garbage.
Why were we supposed to be sympathetic to that character?
That was really forced. Especially the costume design on those frickin' Inquisitors.
Nice unintentional pun.
What?
Forced.
A shot and I missed.
There was a rumor. I have to say this because
I am wearing white. I'm basically a trooper here.
There was a rumor for a while that Reva was going to turn into one of my favorite Star Wars characters, pointing at Darth Revan. And I would have dropped Star Wars completely. I'd never watch nothing again. Don't you fucking do that ever? Nope.
Who the fuck started that rumor?
It was pitched for a while to turn her into modern Revan. I would drop Star Wars, never watch Star Wars again. Don't you do that. There's only one Revan, it is Keanu Reeves. I said it again, I say it every fucking podcast. I do.
Whenever we bring up Star Wars.
It's true. Keanu Reeves, Revan?
He's too busy working on Constantine.
Plo Koon might fall and crash.
No!
But
Oh shit!
I don't know why they needed Leia and Obi-Wan.
I can agree to
meeting.
that. I can agree.
I don't know why it made less sense. Still, my biggest gripe.
You're my only hope, Obi-Wan. Yeah, okay, we needed an explanation for that. All right. No, we didn't.
It explained their relationship.
She even explained it in the movies. Like, years ago, you served my father in the Clone Wars. That's all.
That's all we needed.
Yeah.
And,
well, to the intellectuals.
And your issue with explain your thing again with what is it? The name Ben or something?
Yes.
Yes, that was.
Which destroys any other logic why she would name her kid Ben Solo. She literally knows him as Obi-Wan. Where was Ben ever?
Yeah.
She only knew him as Ben when Luke said it.
Yeah.
There's no context.
Wonder if she means old Ben Kenobi.
You're on my list.
Old Ben Kenobi. But, now, to get some positives, Hayden Christensen completely destroyed and dominated as Anakin and Vader. I loved it.
I love
everything he can.
I love the mix of voice that they did for him, especially when his mask was cracked. You got Hayden's voice, and then you got Vader's voice.
I actually wasn't going to talk about that yet because that's my favorite part of the thing. But yes,
that whole fight. I just hated that every time they were in the middle of a fucking fight, we went over to the fucking sister.
It's my second favorite. It's second favorite duel in Star Wars. Is that one?
Second.
Yep. First, no, Anakin and Obi-Wan and Mustafar will never be touched. Ever. Unless...
I disagree, but okay.
What?
All right. Since we got it on the table here.
Darth Maul.
What's your... Darth Maul?
Yeah.
That's a collect.
So the cut in half
It's acceptable. It's acceptable. It's
or
acceptable.
You mean where Obi-Wan successfully got the high ground? And failed to train it to Anakin?
I just like the it's probably
I'm failing to comment all over the place.
A part of the acting. It was probably the acting in the Obi-Wan Anakin. Christensen and Ewan McGregor acted that so well. The tension and Hayden's anger towards it. I loved it. Just the passion and
some
anger.
Some part
in
of me
duel.
feels like Hayden's hate and all that was fueled by all the Star Wars fans.
Yeah, because of what Episode 3 did, where it felt all emotional and poorly portrayed on screen. They hated him. Which
wasn't even his fault.
They hated Natalie, too, to some degree, for the way she died, even though there's been...
Because that was her fault.
That was dumb. That was... She died of a broken heart. Oh, stop it.
Yes.
That was a stop. Oh, stop it.
Dean, you're going to die of a broken heart.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Broken something.
Why?
You broke something.
Oh, yeah. Yep. There it is. There it fucking is. But yes, Obi-Wan had its issues. I enjoyed it for the most part, but then again, I like my canon, but Matt being more of a canon nut, so I can understand.
You know what?
Honestly, you know why I downgrade Mustafar?
What?
The whole scene where they're standing there swinging their swords at each other, nothing can happen. Downgrade.
I can't say the word force at all without it being taken into context.
That was gun juggling at its finest. But you want to talk? There's Obi-Wan and Vader was good. Obi-Wan and Anakin and Mustafar are good. I mean, of course, Qui-Gon and Maul. Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan versus Maul. I mean, the Yoda had two great ones. Yoda and Dooku in Attack of the Clones was good. Yoda and Darth Sidious, and then Revenge of the Sith was pretty good, I thought.
We're just including the live action battles, I see.
I mean, they're more of my favorite ones, yes.
Honestly, based off of that movie, it would have been much better if Anakin or Obi-Wan and Yoda had switched roles, because both of them would have been more cutthroat towards the other one. Yoda would have given Anakin no quarter. He killed everyone.
And don't get me started on, no disrespect to their fans, because there was one Jedi that came that I do love, but Mace Windu and his fucking ragtag group that went to get fucking Sidious. Oh my God.
Ragtag is definitely the...
Not Kid
Five
Fisto.
Jedi Masters.
Not Kid Fisto. Kid Fisto, my boy. Not Kid Fisto. Even though he turned into fodder.
5 Jedi Masters, and 3 of them died in one strike.
How are they Jedi Masters?
They were all Jedi Masters.
Stacy, Kid Fisto, Windu,
we talk
Stacy
stances
Tin.
and shit. You'd think they'd change it up.
Sassy Tin, I forget the other... Agent Kolar. It was Kolar.
Yeah.
It's Kolar.
They're all 5 people that went after them are Jedi Masters.
And they were on the council.
Yes. Not all... Were all of them on the council?
I don't think Kid Fisto. They're masters, but I don't think
I don't think Kid Fisto was.
Stacey Tin was. Because I see him sitting there.
That was just a bad joke.
He was.
And the
Kid Fisto, I never seen sitting there.
I can't remember what the
Kolar might have been.
Kolar. I think Kolar was.
And again, I state this forever that you could have brang. There was a squad you could have brang that would have won. Sidious, if not Sidious, if Windu brings Plo Koon
off planet.
What?
Off planet.
They knew it was coming. And Kiandi Mundi
off planet.
There. Yeah. See what I'm just saying.
Dude, down like a bitch.
No, you had me floored when you said Sidious. Because, Sidious is going to fight Sidious because of fucking clones.
Oh my God.
Wrong.
He's already there, guys.
Wrong trilogy.
Well, I'm just saying the problem
His name's
there.
not Ray.
Windu was
Skywalker.
Yet.
Anakin when Anakin got there, and people argue this if Sidious was holding back because he knew Anakin was coming to turn Anakin, whatever. Because Windu won, he's stronger than Sidious. Sidious might have been holding back because he knew Anakin was coming and all that shit.
No, he didn't.
So there,
he had assumption.
People debate this shit all the time.
Yeah.
There's the whole Greek mythology thing behind that too.
Yeah.
But fucking, my point is, if
balance of the Force,
Mace Windu has always been a hot-headed Jedi. He was ready just to off Sidious there. When Anakin had the jet, he must stand trial. That's the Jedi way in Sidious. He's too Mace Windu. He's too dangerous to be kept alive. That's not very Jedi.
I have no problem with the way Anakin treated the entire situation.
I can see it. I can see
Clone Wars helped that with what they did to Ahsoka and how with the interactions that he had with people. Ahsoka helped that, but I didn't have a problem with the way things were going in the movie at all.
Just to give some explanation to why I think Plo Koon would have been... Plo Koon would have, if he was still there and alive, would have talked Anakin down, and the situation would have been... He was the one... I'll talk about him a lot later, but he is like the perfect...
One of his best teachers.
He is the perfect Jedi. He would have calmed the situation, and it... Because it was over. If Anakin just stayed and helped Windu, it was like, we got to take him in, whatever. But Anakin chose to help Sidious and cut Windu's arm. It would have been over. It would have been no need for nothing. But Anakin was like, you're being bad. There you go. Boom.
Yep, you're being bad. I got to kill every youngling available.
I must kill the younglings now.
You know,
not even the younglings.
Now when you explain it that way,
I knew the younglings would come up.
Okay, so you helped against Mace. Sorry, you got an instant connection to the dark side of the Force. Your eyes are turning yellow. Well, I'm just gonna go kill a bunch of kids. I've got some kids on the way, but I'm gonna go kill some kids.
Yeah, that was. Oh my!
Doesn't matter about the future.
It's okay. Grogu lived.
Yes.
Well, Anakin didn't kill him.
Thank you, Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, there, Lisa.
Got in there.
There it is. You knew what happened.
You can't tell me he didn't redeem himself through that.
Yeah, we did. But I also didn't hate Jar Jar Binks as much as a lot of the people.
I didn't. I got laughs. He was annoying.
Now, seeing as I've watched...
Between Episode 1 through Episode 3, he kind of got less annoying.
That dumbass ain't dumb.
Well, that's because he had less speaking lines. However, technically, the rise of the Empire is Jar Jar's fault.
Oof.
You do know why, right?
Didn't he push Palpatine?
He's the one that gave Palpatine the emergency powers to create the clone army.
Yes.
Yep. So it is all Jar Jar's fault.
I was about to say then, just to set Jay up for some comedy gold. I was like, Jar Jar can't be dumb. He became a politician. Look at me speak. You're like,
he became the secondary senator to Naboo. The secondary senator.
I'm not trying to bring politics into this.
I set you up to say a comment, so that's why. He became a politician.
Everybody's an idiot.
He became a politician.
They're all in it for them.
Our current government does not represent episodes 1, 2, and 3 very well.
No, the current politics represent themselves.
Sure.
No matter who's in charge.
Okay, I mean, Obi-Wan as a whole, this is gonna probably be the most different ranking. I liked it. I'd be like in the 7 to 8 range out of 10. Swear to God, it might be over, but I liked it.
Does one good lightsaber duel save the series?
That's brought up a lot.
Does one good lightsaber duel finish the series? Because let's not forget, they did the Inquisitor badass ugly justice.
That was horrible. That was bad. Oh yeah, that motherfucker survives. I'm like, how the fuck you survive?
No, I questioned that through the entire fucking thing. Even after, I was like, how did he survive? How? He's run through. I understand robotics and shit, but that man was left to die. No one knew he was there.
My problem, though, is they want to make a season 2 out of that. Now I'm like, what are you going to do now? What the fuck are you going to do? You going to have Anakin come back? Darth Vader going to have another duel and shit? Oh, that'd get old real quick.
You mean because Darth Vader's not supposed to know that Luke is a thing?
I don't know. Reva's alive.
Die.
They tried.
Die.
That's fucking bullshit, you know? Because both Sidious and Vader have the know-how to pull knowledge from people's brains. So anyone that knows, aside from Obi-Wan, because you know that would just be plot.
Well, there's only 2 people that know about Anakin. Or not, who know about Luke. There's only 2 people.
Obi-Wan and Ben?
No, Obi-Wan and Reva.
Reva.
Yeah. Nobody else knows outside of Owen Peru.
Yeah. Uncle Owen? Peru? I mean, wait.
I did like that they brought him back to be Uncle Owen.
Yeah.
And Aunt Peru. I did like that they brought them back.
I mean, see, I'm a little hazy here. Yoda didn't know. Yoda didn't know.
Yeah, but nobody knew where Yoda was.
Oh.
Yoda hasn't shown himself. Yoda's on Dagobah for the next 20 years.
Basically, after Kashyyyk, we kind of lose him, right?
Yoda was.
No, after he fails to kill Sidious, because then he's on the ship with the babies.
There's another debate. There's another fucking debate that I get sick of. That since it kind of got interrupted, and they say because Yoda's weaker because he retreated. I'm like, no, shut up. I think Yoda could have won.
No, he's one with the Force.
What?
He knew balance was coming.
Yeah.
Did he?
Supposedly, and this has been explained to me only through videos and people who have no time on their hands, and I say that.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't mean to be offensive in that way, but you guys make me think.
Make me
sorry.
You do it too, so
I don't think that's.
I always think.
Both sides, in order to be even, actual balance, there has to be a light and a dark, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there has to be an equal power. So wouldn't both sides, who are very connected, both Sidious and Yoda, know at some point something has to happen in order to...
You mean where Anakin balances the Jedi two and two,
yeah,
but yet there's all these Jedi survivors that are actually...
But here's the thing, kind of...
I'm not talking about like the power of two thing. I mean, like, imagine how many Jedi there were.
But that was the comment after Episode 3.
Yeah,
you had 2 Sith, 2 Jedi. It's not true.
That rule of 2 got me dying because Force Unleashed took a shit all over that. Great.
Hey,
fucking
we all loved Star Killer.
It still took a shit out of the rule of two.
Even if they did name a freaking Death Star after him.
A
planet Death Star. Right? Yeah.
The one thing I did want to say though, because it's still on.
Yes.
In a way,
the new Death Star.
Yes.
This is mainly a thing for
powered
Matt.
by a fucking
In a way,
sun.
technically,
or a planet core. I don't know.
Was the prophecy truly wrong that Anakin was the chosen one? If you think about, Luke. Big assist to Luke. He's the one that supposedly that killed Sidious. He saved Luke and killed. He technically was the one that ended the Empire and brought balance to the Force. Technically, don't get me started on them undoing that by some piece of shit sequel movie that brings someone back that did not be brought back. I'm
Thrawn?
Oh.
Can I bring up Heir to the Empire without getting...
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Okay. I guess I'll skip that. Where are we
Actually, no, you can, because next would be Rebels.
Next would be Rebels?
Next would be Rebels.
Are you going to disagree my point or say something different?
No. You were actually making an excellent point there. Is like, okay, the Empire's ended, and then all of a sudden, we have the First Order. Where the fuck did the First Order come from?
Yeah.
And the only explanation I have now, thanks to watching Rebels, because I didn't read the books when it came to Thrawn, is Heir to the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Which we may actually get more of an explanation for in Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm not looking for an agreement.
It's as of right now, it's one movie. they ain't gonna do enough to do Heir of the Empire.
Okay.
I mean,
to do Heir of the Empire.
You actually know.
Yes.
I wanted to confirm.
It's a trilogy of books. One movie's not going to get it done.
Who says it's one movie though?
Right now, it's one movie.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I wanted to confirm. I was talking about Yoda knowing about Luke, and I wanted to confirm because I have not watched it in a long time. Yoda was present at their birth.
Yes.
So okay, I just need to confirm that. I'm like, Yoda was there,
and he disappeared.
I'm going to Dagobah. I'm going to live in a swamp and act like I'm a dumb hermit when Luke comes. When I'm not.
Who told Luke he was on Dagobah?
Ben.
Ben? Obi-Wan.
Seek out Yoda in the Dagobah
When did
system.
Obi-Wan learn he was there?
He already knew where he was going.
Oh.
They went into hiding. They probably knew.
And based off of what we've seen, you can teleport. You can communicate from long distances via the Force.
Yeah, or a text message. It'd be hot. I love it. I love throwing stuff. It's just like, motherfucker.
No, I want to say stuff, but I don't know if it would be right.
I know.
Sexting through the Force.
I don't know where I would bring this up.
For God's sakes. What? Matt probably got a good
since you got me into the tangent, I'm going to bring this up because it was just my coworkers laughed when we were watching it, and I brought it up. So, it didn't happen in the movies, obviously, but I pictured Obi-Wan as a Force Ghost saying something. So everyone knows Obi-Wan cuts the dude's arm off.
Yeah.
In the cantina.
Yeah.
Bloody as hell. Still doesn't make sense because lightsaber cauterizes every wound. Yeah. The arm is bloody as fuck.
Yeah.
So problem number one.
Yeah.
2, when they do Empire Strikes Back, when Luke gets captured by the Wampa, grabs the light.
Bloody as wasn't it bloody?
No.
Again?
Cuts off the arm and it's like, oh, I can just picture everyone saying, taught you how to do that. Cutting the arm off, watching the movies back.
There is a literal fucking TikTok series where this guy plays Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, and Anakin, and that's the only thing I think of when you say that.
Taught him how to do that.
Taught him how to do that. Did you teach him how to do that? No. God damn it! That was a Mando line.
All right, now continuing on into Rebels.
Okay.
They're the future. They're coming. All of them. Every character's coming back. Every major character, other than the one that's dead. Kanan.
Yep. I was actually kind of sad for him.
Yep.
Finally realized, hey, I can be with my woman and still be a Jedi. And then he just sacrifices himself.
Yep.
Even his voice actor is like, this is shit, but I seen it coming.
Yeah.
Because he's not in anything else after that.
Guess what? Another character to this 5 Order 66.
As a Padawan. I forget, who was his master? It's one of...
who are we talking about?
Kanan Jarrus's master.
Oh, fuck. See,
it's one of your...
I'm hazy. It's not... One of my favorite. No, I'm gonna know it when
I thought it was one of your buddies, though.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Awkward silence because we're doing information checks. Yeah, now it's.
I got it.
I don't have him on the list, do I?
I hope not.
I know. I hope
no.
Deepa Bilaba?
What?
No, I'm like the fuck.
We've seen her.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's right. I've got. Forgot I have a group on here.
Born Caleb.
Caleb.
We've seen her several in the movies.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
what's with female characters in those goddamn loops?
I don't know.
The loops.
Served on the Jedi High Council during the final years of the Jedi Order. She was on the council.
But Anakin wasn't.
No, he was on the council. He just wasn't a Jedi Master. Get your facts straight.
Qui-Gon could have been on the council, but he was too cool for school.
Still a dumb argument that George Lucas wasn't thinking about it when he was making that comment. Because Ki-Adi-Mundi was a Jedi Knight when he was put on the council, so you can be a Jedi Knight on the council. Get your facts straight, Anakin. Just an emo. Emo. Just pure emo, Anakin.
Me too, emo?
Why?
What? The name is there.
So yes, Rebels came out during the sequel trilogy. And kind of as the go-between between prequel. Came out during the sequel trilogy, but takes place between the prequel and the original trilogy. And survive all the way through. But it's only important because we're getting all these characters back for Ahsoka and all this.
I mean, I like that they bring them back. They let their voice actors play them a lot and shit. I think that's cool.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead is playing Syndulla. I didn't have any. She's got the most questionable character to play because look isn't 100% perfect based off the trailer that we saw. It's not great, but I'll accept it for what it is.
Yeah.
Getting the factual, accurate look of a Twi'lek to look is difficult for humans.
Yeah.
It's an alien for a reason.
Yeah.
For some reason, they have had issues with that avenue.
Yeah. Disney has had issues with it.
Yeah, you know what Disney has? Disney has. That's what I should say. Because before Disney took over, it didn't seem like a problem. They actually had the headsets and all that.
Yeah. Which is the problem why the Inquisitor looks so god-awful when you had races of his characters in the prequel trilogy look great.
Yeah.
But all these characters are coming back. We got Zeb and Mando Season 3, which we'll touch on a little bit.
Yeah.
But
that was awesome.
Yeah.
I freaked out a little bit, and that's when I sent you that Ezra thing. You're like, what?
Yeah. We technically saw Chopper in Rogue One. Chopper is in Rogue One.
Yeah.
So was Ghost. The Ghost. So they all exist.
You know, I wouldn't have known that watching that the first time around.
Yeah. And then also the Rex still being alive for Endor is still a funny thing that they bring in.
His whole team is almost alive. He's got 3 other buddies. One of them's a fucking loon.
Oh, God.
All right. I guess time to touch on the new flagship show of Disney plus Star Wars. Mando. Do them in order. We'll talk seasons 1 and 2, then get into the show that we don't like to name but exists, Book of Boba, before going back into season 3.
Hey!
It was all right.
I have plenty to say.
And then it got hijacked.
Even it was.
Season 1 is what I've wanted out of Star Wars for a long ass time.
I agree. It was just Mando doing bounties. Simple.
Mando Bounty Hunter. That's all I ever wanted. They had such a good concept going.
Yeah.
Until, what was that, episode 4 when Grogu comes in?
No.
Grogu got in there early.
I had no problems with season 1. I didn't have a problem with what they were doing. They were giving him more of a character arc. The problem is by doing that and then developing season 2 basically all around Grogu.
And then Gideon?
Yeah. Well, Gideon's a worthwhile villain at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's a lot to say.
Goddamn clones.
Still don't know if that was him that died.
Yeah.
Could have been a clone. We don't know.
Fucking backup drive somewhere. Yeah. And we still have no Star Killer thanks to that. What the fuck?
Yeah.
But
I like that they introduced Grogu. And it has to be said, it gave Disney a new fucking cuddly mascot that everybody loves.
Yeah, and that's part of the problem.
The only I think it's a problem, but it's also a thing is like we still have no fucking explanation for his race.
What explanation?
Like Yoda's race, what's he's
there can only
50
be
fucking years old, and he
the age problem. That's a different
this
problem.
Is the way.
This is the way.
We don't know what years they start, how old they have to be to start talking.
We have nothing on them.
All we know is that only two are allowed off planet at one time.
When he talks, so does he have to talk back?
That's the whole problem with the race.
Does he have to talk backwards?
No,
when he talks?
Yaddle didn't.
Okay.
That's just Yoda's thing.
His first words will be, "This is the way," or "the way this is." Those are his first words.
See, no, he's already said this is the way.
He mumbled it.
Oh, come on.
We know what he was trying to say. He shouldn't be talking backwards. That was a Yoda thing, reportedly. But apparently they are so...
I don't think you will.
Yeah. They are so in
His
tune...
mom and dad don't talk backwards.
They are so in tune with the Force that they don't leave their planet. Only 2 are allowed to leave at a time. Yep. Yoda was one. Yaddle was the other. Yaddle died. Grogu became the next one. Uh-huh. That's the mythos.
We need to see their planet.
Never going to see it.
Isn't that rule already broken?
No. Why is
Even if he is a youngling? Because Yaddle was still alive during...
He didn't leave the planet until Yaddle died.
But he was present during Order 66.
Yes. Yaddle died before Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Count Dooku killed him. Killed Yaddle.
Shit.
Before the Clone Wars. So that's an additional couple of years after that.
They got a system. Yaddle died. The beep starts going off. Send no.
They just sent him that little fucking floating capsule that he's in.
Shit! When Yoda died. Send another one.
Now there's no Jedi Council right now, so
oh shit! Don't send another one. Ship that back. Ship that back. Return that bitch.
Where the fuck would they send him?
That's the problem.
They probably don't put a return sender on that motherfucker.
Oh, thanks for bringing my job into this.
There's no abort on this one.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, I didn't mean it that way, but all right.
I didn't mean it that way.
I mean, I've never seen, aside from Anakin, I've never seen a child harmed in Star Wars.
So I've got...
They've only wanted their blood.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's still not right.
Giving you not all bounty hunters are bad guys vibe, which is something that was kind of implied for most of the movies, was that the bounty hunters were all bad guys.
They work for the Jedi.
I never saw
they
that
paid them.
What was the good bounty hunter in Empire Strikes Back? Tell me what good bounty hunter there was.
Leia.
He's not an official bounty hunter. Jango Fett was a dick.
Yeah.
Every bounty hunter in the movies was a bad guy.
But you can make they work for whoever has the money.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you have to be a douche. It doesn't mean you have to be a douche about it.
Okay. Here's a very Star Wars word play. That's a very gray area.
Oh my God, Mando has a heart. That was the change. Mando has a heart. And not to mention that I love the IG units.
Oh, hold on. He likes droids now.
He's okay with droids. He's okay with droids.
I don't work with droids.
I wish
Season 2. Maybe I can work with droids. Season 3. Grogu is now driving a droid.
I wish they'd touch on more bounty hunters.
I got a different take on
There's
that.
plenty rich bounty hunter lore, and they just ignore half of them. Half of them are resorted to cameos.
You were so hoping for them to show up in what was it? Season
Don't get me Book of Boba Fett. That's Book of Boba Fett. That can wait because that's one of my biggest fucking issues with that show.
So, Season 1, I don't work with droids. Season 2, maybe I'll work with droids. Season 3,
fix this droid.
My adopted son is walking around in the carcass of one that tried to kill him and save him.
Yeah. No. Yes.
You love that.
No.
But Season 1 showed how badass IG units are, and I loved it.
Where the fuck is your button?
He forgot.
Not that one.
No. That's at home. I forgot the button. I gotta collect more of those. I can have the little sound effects for it.
Hey, I bought you the first one.
I know it's at home. It's on my dresser. I forget to bring it all the time.
I just love how badass IG units are.
Yeah.
Since we're still on Mando,
yeah.
And I believe we pretty much covered Season 1 and 2.
We've covered most of Season 1. We haven't delved much into Season 2.
Season 2, we gotta talk about Luke and Ahsoka and
Yeah. Season 2 is where things started to deviate massively from what we got in Season 1.
It became
Season 2 is where we decided, we're gonna try and expand on the lore elsewhere instead of...
We're gonna make it about Grogu.
Which isn't a problem when the context of the Season 2 is getting him back to a Jedi Master to learn. What it turned into was
I'm going to adopt this kid?
No, that's season 3. What it turned into was celebrity cameo. Well, not celebrity cameo. Wait. Star Wars cameo. That's what it turned into.
First cameo was... Ahsoka?
Ahsoka, Luke, Bo-Katan.
Yeah.
Bo-Katan showed up in... Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did.
If you forget to mention the return of Best Droid...
R2?
Yes. Who the hell else am I referring to?
I don't fucking know.
You know what the fucking funny part about that is?
I want to see the person that argues with me for Best Droid. Who's Best Droid besides R2? Who's gonna...
R2 is there, right?
Yeah, he's chilling.
Now think about the
fucking robot droids made Mando a bench to wait.
What about
it? R2 is just sleeping. What happened between that?
No one knows.
We still have...
It's probably in a book somewhere that I won't bother reading.
Speaking of, I would watch the hell out of an R2 Adventure series.
They tried that.
Just R2 Adventures.
Isn't there a Droids TV show?
I believe so.
Isn't there a Star Wars Droids TV show?
Legos. I don't know about...
I think there is a Star Wars Droids TV show. That might have been on Cartoon Network.
I vaguely remember it.
During Clone Wars.
It was probably bad. I vaguely remember it.
But which wouldn't have been a problem. That's what I always wanted Mando to be. It was like, yes, you get these jumping off points for characters that you know. Okay, you want to make a series about this character? Great.
Yeah.
Introduce them in Mando.
Yeah.
Then they get their own show.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Season 3, it became bad.
Yep.
But before we even get to that...
It was before our time.
Yep.
1985. Star Wars Droids. The Adventures of R2-D2 and C-3PO.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Star Wars Vintage Droids. And at least just look at that picture.
Yeah.
Oy, oy, oy.
Big, but also...
Who the hell is that? Is that supposed to be Han?
Oh, God.
Look.
I don't think so. Han wouldn't have the droids.
Yeah.
And who the hell is that female with the crew cut?
I don't know.
Yeah, they fucking... If it was up to Han, they would have left the droids in the fucking sand on Tatooine.
Fucking...
Oh, my God.
Stereotypical Asian person in...
Yeah, don't you remember after In Return of the Jedi? Let's go. And don't forget the droids. Okay. I would just left them motherfuckers in the sand.
I'm going to have to watch that just for shits now.
Yeah. But to end Season 2 talk, giving Mando the Darksaber. Commenting on it now because it will be a talking point for Season 3.
It was cool, even though he could never use them.
It was a concept that was cool.
Say it, lightsaber.
But now it's become what the fuck. Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, no.
Labeled a little bit of a tangent.
Wait, what? Or we're talking about this before Season 3?
Hey. Well, it came out before Season 3. It's order.
Okay.
I love the Sand People.
Dances with Wolves, but with Boba Fett.
Like a bantha.
Yes!
Oh, you can't fucking see that. That's pointless doing it over
Come on,
my...
You're right. Like a bantha. Oh, God. I don't know if you have points or we're just basically just talking about the show in general.
Talking about the show in general, basically.
But
I could really go for one of those fucking Bacta tubes. You know, just
for being,
to erase your brain.
I mean, I'm not going to say too
day.
much. I don't want to spoil.
Pike Syndicate, fine. Introduced this way. Okay, villains. Delving into spice. Giving us emotional connections to the Tusken Raiders. Then killing them.
New Hutt family? That basically did nothing?
Yeah.
The entire show did nothing.
Yeah, except for
everything
segue right into Season 3.
Everything involving Boba Fett made no sense.
I'm being quiet. Like I said, I could talk for 300 eons about it. So I'm just like,
Hey, the big Boba Fett fan should speak up.
I looked forward to the show for the longest time, ever since it was teased at the end of Season 2 of Mandalorian. I loved it, because Boba Fett was this badass Boba Fett that I love. He was in Season 2. Beer gut and all. And then Book of Boba Fett happened. I'm like, why is Boba suddenly becoming incompetent? I had an issue with that. Motherfucker, would you Stop getting closer to the goddamn Sarlacc pit. There's so many things. I like that it canonized him getting out of the Sarlacc pit. I love that. That was a legend that they canonized for once. A good one. Like, thank you. They bring Boba back. But
technically, according to canon, he's been stuck in the Sarlacc twice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wish I could just paste my face through the mic. Just people see that.
What?
It's like a sour face. Like
I liked it. I love the redesign of like his armor. It got all shiny, repainted it and stuff. I liked his redesign.
It gave a Scorpion Goro.
What?
The beast that he saved the Tusken Raider kid from just was Goro with a scorpion head or a lizard head. That's all it was.
Fucking. Oh my god.
That's how much I liked Boba Fett, I guess. I didn't remember that at
It was a very short scene. So.
Yeah, it was very short. I mean...
Why did he want to take over Jabba's job? Why did he want Jabba's palace? Why did he want any of that?
It was kind of random. I'm going to do this now.
I completely forgot.
Because I'm Boba Fett.
Because supposedly he did have a
He just wanted the power, which he could have done any other way.
Yeah.
He just wanted the power. Because guess what? He just completely destroyed the drug trade that Jabba was in.
Yeah.
That made Jabba all of his money.
Yeah, we're not handling dust anymore.
Yeah.
Spice.
I liked Fennec in the show, though.
Fennec was the best character on his team.
Did I just mix that up with Dune?
No, Spice is both.
Oh,
that's where George Lucas got Spice from. The idea.
All right.
You need to watch. I thought you watched some of that stuff. He's been very clear that he took a lot of his stuff from Dune.
Lost Planet, Lost Space. He used
Dust Planet, Sand Planet.
Getting to getting to my biggest fucking issue with the Book of Boba Fett, my absolute hype getting crushed, and it's nothing against Mando, but when Boba Fett said he's going to enlist help, the ideas I fucking had.
Yeah.
I was agreeing with you.
I fucking had. I was like, oh, you gonna get Boss? You gonna get all these motherfuckers back? I ain't seen Boss in forever. Let's go. Then I see the next episode. It's fucking Mando. I do my shit. That's how mad. And I don't hate Mando. But, oh my god. And then he just hijacks the fucking show.
It's probably
nothing against Mando, but
it's a good thing you don't have your button now because that doo-doo-doo is just the wrong sound effect for that.
I'm getting at least agreement here because he has.
Totally agree.
Matt said too. Why did Mando come in and just?
And then the whole
here I am
incompetent thing you said earlier. That's going to come up again.
Not really, because I was speaking more of his early Book of Boba Fett and the Sarlacc, really, and then him trying to learn how to run Tatooine and shit, that kind of stuff. But I'm getting into a lot more positive stuff now. That Mando one is like my last.
That's only one city on Tatooine too.
Yeah.
Boba Fett's cracked team of enforcers. Fennec.
Yeah.
Badass assassin.
And
fair.
Don't get me on. And Chrysanthemum was great.
Chrysanthemum.
Don't get me started on them goddamn kids on them.
Wait.
The Power Ranger bikes?
That's where I was leading. The Power Rangers. Mando and a bunch of miners.
And a bunch of... When you probably had everyone's fucking number and you could call these motherfuckers. At first, I had said...
Spinny kick, poof!
At first, I said Aurra Singh, too, but I had to remember Aurra Singh's been long dead.
Yes.
So, she was with Little Boba.
So, Boba takes over Jabba's palace and his job trade, dismantles it, doesn't have a career plan or a job plan of any kind. I don't know how he's going to make any money to support this other than just guard the city that he's in.
But... Now to get on a big...
You just reminded me. Poor Piggy brothers.
The Gamorreans.
They didn't have to go that. They didn't have to go out that way. That was bad. But to get to a big...
And still looked worse than they did in Episode 6.
To get...
Costumes looked worse in Book of Boba Fett than they did in Star Wars Episode 6.
The toilet.
I like how they talk by oinking. That's wink, 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 wink.
Straight pig.
They're just pigs.
Not even trying to be like orcs or anything like that.
Exactly. But now a big positive. Because when the spice traders were talking about they're going to bring someone in to help counter Boba Fett, the hype, like when Cad Bane is introduced, that was phenomenal.
Whose people they can't still name because they always get Cad Bane and Cobb Vanth mixed up. Because their names are too similar.
Didn't they do that in their show?
I don't know. Based on Disney, I wouldn't put it past them.
I could have sworn. Like sometimes when you put on subtitles, you can just see them screw up.
And the fact that they bring back his voice actor to actually play him, I was like,
that's the one thing Disney's done right. He's bringing back voice actors.
I'm still waiting for. Well, I don't know if it's going to be a good thing or not, considering what we're getting in Ahsoka. Sam Winters, the guy who voices Darth Maul for Clone Wars, Rebels, and so on.
I don't know who voices him. Oh, the Starkiller.
Yeah.
Starkiller, yeah.
So you just remember it as Starkiller.
Well, I knew it. I thought that was the name you were going for. I didn't.
I know his name is Sam.
Yeah. Well, the guy that's going to be playing Admiral Thrawn is his voice actor from Rebels.
Yeah. So I see no reason why they couldn't do the same thing.
But when Cad Bane's introduced and he goes to Cad Vance's fucking town and shit. I'm sorry, when he's walking through the desert and shit, that goddamn spaghetti western tune playing, I'm like that's Cad Bane. That's fucking Cad Bane.
To be fair, Book of Boba Fett also did give me one of my favorite celebrity cameos. Machete as the Rancor handler. I'm okay with this.
The Rancor basically turned into nothing.
No. It's borderline evil. It's hungry. It's going to attack whatever it wants as long as it doesn't have a rider.
Boba Fett rode a Rancor. That was
that was the great crowning achievement of that series.
And Grogu rode a Rancor.
And that's Grogu's buddy.
We have Boba Fett riding the Rancor, but we can't have anybody riding the Mythosaur yet.
Yep. But forgetting
another problem.
I love that they let
Mythosaur exists. No, it doesn't.
I love that they let Boba and Cad Bane have their fight. I love that. It could have been better, but it was good for what it was. He might not be
confirmed.
Dead. It's not confirmed. It's not confirmed he's dead. But I like the fact that it's going to start with it started with a quick draw, and I'm like, Boba's not going to win this. Cad, say it.
No, it took the Tusken Raider staff, the newest addition to his arsenal, to kill him.
Yeah, I love that addition.
And then with that line, I'm faster than you, Boba. It was great. And, canon, the ding in Boba's helmet's from Cad Bane.
Yeah.
Ding. But that was great.
So they got two Legends things that you like. Him coming out of the pit.
Boba Fett is a show I love for my Boba Fett bias, but there's issues with it. There's stuff I wish I would have seen that I could have done without Mando. There's almost a whole episode where you barely see Boba. It's just a Mando episode in Book of Boba.
Episode 4.
Episode I'm like, half.
4. Episode 4.
And I'm like, can I see Boba, please? And you see him for 2 seconds. He just nods. I'm like, he didn't even say shit.
Episode 4, Book of Boba Fett, is all Mando, and then the end scene is him being recruited by Fennec.
Is that
I love Fennec though.
When did
Nah.
I like the actress.
Is this?
Of course, you love Mulan.
Mulan. Oh god. Is this When did Grogu what was that?
Questioning myself. Thank you very much for that.
Was it Mandalore? What season of Mandalore was it when when Grogu came back, made his decision and came back to Mando? Was that season?
That was the finale of Book of Boba Fett.
When he came back to
Yep.
Okay. Oh, he came back and Grogu popped out of the thing?
Yeah, he's the reason the Rancor went to sleep.
You know who was driving that motherfucking X-Wing though? He's up in there. He was driving. He was probably like, man, Luke made me do R2. Luke made me do all this bullshit.
You didn't hear his classic wow thing or whatever the hell it was.
And R2's probably pissed. Luke make him do all that bullshit. Like, go do this, go do that. R2's
it's not like Luke was busy. The droids were building his temple. He didn't have any other students.
No.
R2, go take the kid back.
He was busy organizing those books he's going to burn later.
And thinking about, God, I hope, and thinking about how he wished Han and Leia had a kid he can train.
I can't remember who was making up the point of so the armorer for Mando melts down the fucking spear of Beskar.
Yeah,
because they don't make weapons out of Beskar.
Didn't that just turn into a shoulder pad?
No, that turned into Grogu's chain.
Oh yeah.
So we don't make weapons out of Beskar because that would only kill Mandalorians. Guess what the armorer's tools are made out of? That she swings around smacking everybody to death.
I mean, Speaking
Golden
of
Beskar.
kind of a random tangent, but I want to get this in quick. Speaking of armor, Stormtroopers have the worst fucking armor in history of Star Wars, dog. One blaster,
they even make that joke in Rebels.
One blaster, they're dead. These motherfuckers are beaten to death with
sticks. He
collects them.
No, they make that point in Bad Batch, where like Gen 1 clone trooper armor, best of the best. Just every iteration after that to the Star or to the Stormtroopers is just worse.
Because I'll never understand how in Return of the Jedi, these fucking Stormtroopers with their armor are getting beat to death with sticks and rocks.
Dude, sadly, it's another parallel to real life. Because think about the Industrial Revolution. Right in the beginning, we had it right. Everything was made strong and built to last. Now, each iteration after that, it just fucking sucks.
I seen a Stormtrooper get killed by a rock this big, and I'm like, "What? God, your armor sucks." Oh, a rock. Oh.
You remember the Ewoks?
Yup.
Poof. A stick to the face killed him.
Hey, Wicked's mom dying was still sad, bro. Mama. He's getting a pop. I'm getting it for you. Mama.
Except you have to put on there. Yup.
Yup.
So Mando season 3.
Huh.
Here's some controversy.
I was about to ask if we were off track, and then we went to season 3.
There's one episode that was absolute horse poopy that needs to just be erased.
I'm going to argue that
I said
6 out of the 8 episodes are garbage.
We need to get Mandalore.
Or don't even need to exist.
We need to get Mandalore back. Episode 2. We have Mandalore.
We have Mandalore back. It's the secret base for fucking Moff Gideon and fucking...
No, see, how the fuck... Okay, you have that fucking piece of shit android, whatever the hell that was.
In episode 1 of season 3. Yep.
That was episode 1.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, did that shit get rushed. And then all of a sudden, there's nothing like that ever again.
Leading to...
Ever again.
Yeah.
And we just have him off Gideon base.
Yeah.
Problem number 1. Mando gets his ass kicked a lot.
Yeah, it's like, you suck.
And he's one of the best Mandalorians.
Bro, what pulled him underwater? Was it the missile?
We don't know. We don't know if anything pulled him underwater or he just slipped.
Nope.
He probably
it's Mando. He just slipped.
I slipped.
And
Grogu wasn't there to save his ass, so he just...
He's further back. And nearly drowned himself because he didn't stabilize his helmet, which he had already done earlier in the prior episode.
The fact that Mommy Bo-Katan has to come to Mando's rescue will always kill me. Oh, here comes Mommy.
Oh, wait.
The show becomes Mommy and Daddy escorting baby.
Okay, give the Jack Black and
Lizzo
episode as much shit as you want. For some reason, I did like it, but I didn't like the whole, why am I forgetting Doc Brown's actual name? I'm calling him Doc Brown.
That's fine. No, that show is just all celebrity cameo and inaccurate.
Totally. We could have had something else happen there. Because we had the whole nanobits. We could have had an evil... there's an actual evil C-3PO and R2-D2
Christopher
out there.
Lloyd is what you're thinking of.
Christopher Lloyd is what
Thank you.
Yeah.
I should know his name. I should.
Feels like they're throwing
He's
in...
my favorite Martian.
My point was they feel like they're throwing in random celebrity cameos now to distract you from stuff they're doing wrong.
Now, if Jack Black sang Peaches... Oh, shit. Would have been best.
No, it would have been Lizzo.
Yeah, threw in those
Actually,
two.
I have no clue what the hell her name was in that episode.
And that was the episode directed by Bryce Dallas Howard.
That's what I was going to get at. I was like, that's usually the episodes you look forward to, and then you watch
I didn't hate it, but I'm like, that was Bryce's episode?
The amount of incompetence the Mandalorians are basically that this show demonstrated. I could go on tangents.
How is this the way if all you do is get your ass whooped?
Armored crocodile in episode 1. We're gonna blast the shit out of it. We have mines, we can use this to blow it up. You put it on the hardest part of the fucking alligator. The soft side is underneath, not the shell on top of it.
Didn't they, like, even say, like, the soft side's underneath?
Yes! Or in the mouth!
Now, you know
that thing was clawing at him and biting at him.
And you just got Mandalorians getting tossed everywhere, you know, with traditional Star Wars.
Did a single one of them shoot a rocket in the mouth?
With traditional Star Wars screams. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Nope, but Mando and his hot rod. Perfect.
Yeah. I'm here.
The fact that leads you right into the hunt, doesn't it?
Hey, they're reduced to living in a fucking cave. So, shit. That tells you something.
Mando getting kidnapped. Again.
Yeah, and is getting his blood taken or whatever the fuck that thing was doing. That droid thing.
And you know
that still confuses the hell out of me. Because we were going to get no explanation for what the fuck that was.
What? The
fucking...
Yeah.
Proto-Grievous.
Yeah. We have no idea what that was.
Is that a good explanation of how that thing fucking looked?
Yeah.
Proto-Grievous? It was just a goddamn eye. You didn't see the brain or anything.
Yeah.
The entire episode, which thanks to you is now ruined for me because of fucking jumping Kermit.
Sorry.
The entire episode where the...
Oh, wrong side.
Hey, don't touch my box.
The entire episode
That's a good box. Okay, continue
that they're training him. Another episode of complete incompetence by Mandos. Let's see. Oh, this creature keeps kidnapping our kids. Maybe we should have somebody on guard. Nope, nobody's watching anything. Oh, we've chased after him in jetpacks before. Guess what? Everybody chased after him in jetpacks again. Bo-Katan's the smartest person in the field. Goes after him in the starship.
Katie Sackhoff.
You know, that kind of brings up a point to me, too. You know when the kid and Grogu are facing each other?
Yeah.
Everybody knows Grogu is force sensitive and can use the force.
The kid may not.
Kid may not, but still.
I don't know how much people
How are you supposed to train that kid? Dude, okay, what was one of the things Mandalorians were known for? Facing off against Jedi.
They had a war. The Mandalorians versus Jedi. It was a war.
And yet this is all okay because these aren't elite troops anymore.
No!
But to get back to the celebrity cameo episode, which I'm just going to call it from now on, the celebrity episode of Mando Season 3, they're chasing off after the corrupt super battle droid, and not once did they use their jetpacks, despite they just showed an entire episode where they were chasing after things in them.
Run!
They forget about their equipment until it's necessary for them to solve it.
Maybe they need exercise. Mando get a little fat. Just saying, thinking outside the box.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be trying to bang Bo-Katan every time.
Well, I would be.
I know she's.
Show.
I'm sure you loved the interview she did, where people keep asking her to sit for them to sit on, or her to sit on their faces.
Shit, right on. Let's go.
That's been a very.
Don't they ask the same thing of the armorer?
Probably
just because of her voice. Like now they know the face behind it. They're still asking.
Oh, what episode are we? Are we on to the episodes you like, so you can get some positive vibes?
Mandalorian race isn't legendary at all. Getting into what was your plan with Jyn and the Darksaber? What was the plan?
Just give it back to Bo-Katan eventually.
Why did he need it in the first place?
No idea. He sucked with it. Every time he pulled it out, I'm like, bro, just no.
My one gripe after watching fucking Rebels. That goddamn Darksaber and how it's handed off. Especially since Moff Gideon suddenly has it.
We don't know. Well, they explained it. How he got the lightsaber.
Yeah, they explained it, but it's like, what the fuck? Why did you trust him?
No, I have so many gripes with the legend of this Darksaber at this point because Sabine used it with training in all the Rebels. She gave the Darksaber to Bo-Katan, who used it flawlessly. Moff Gideon didn't seem to have any problems other than maybe just being military trained versus
and
Jedi
Mando
trained.
Tries to fucking
Mando
use it
trying to use
it
is just pain watching that shit.
Why is Mando the only one having issues? That hasn't been explained. But no, you're just going to give it to Bo-Katan anyway and skip over it.
No, it hasn't. They tried to explain it very subtly, and it just wasn't. It was over everyone's head. It was like, yeah, here, figure it out for yourselves.
It's like, it basically sums down to he wasn't ready, didn't want the responsibility, didn't want it, which was what Sabine was too, yet she still used it completely effectively.
So you're telling me the goddamn Kaiba crystal could sense that?
It's okay, as of right now, the Darksaber doesn't exist anymore anyway, so.
That's right, it's broke to shit. That's bullshit as well. It didn't fucking Moth just go... It just grabbed it.
Crushed it in his powered
fucking hand.
Crushed it in his bare mechanical hand because he looks stronger than his Beskar armor anyway.
His Iron Man suit?
Yep.
Basically. You listen to all them fucking sound effects? I'm like, okay.
Hey, now talking about the good episode, now we're getting to the better stuff about this we all actually agree on. Man, why did he kill my boy? Why did he kill my boy like that?
Because it was
legendary. It was Chad.
Because it's your boy.
Yeah, I know, because it's my boy. That's why.
Dean, did you?
I said it was me probably at some point.
Yeah, you probably identified as him and invoked the rule.
Just think of it as an allegory because the voice of the character is Favreau, and Favreau probably wants nothing to do with this shit anymore.
I actually know Favreau voiced Paz, the big guy at the guy. Wow,
I thought it was somebody else that did it.
Nope, he's not the person in the armor, but he's the voice of Pav.
Yeah, so it's imagine Favreau in that armor. You have a beer gut too, big motherfucker. But
now I know why this season was so fucked up. He didn't have a little kid to go protect.
Apparently, the original ending was Pedro was supposed to be sitting in the chair without the helmet on.
Oof.
But Pedro was filming Last of Us, so it wasn't available.
Wait, he was supposed to be sitting on the Mandalore throne?
No, he was supposed to be sitting on his ranch with Grogu at the end, where he was sitting, except while he's sitting in the chair, he's not supposed to have his helmet on. It's supposed to be Pedro sitting there.
They didn't have the time to edit that in?
No, he was busy.
Yeah, he was escorting his other child, Ellie.
Other magical child.
Yes.
I still don't fully understand how that is magical, but we'll get...
Well,
she's immune.
Can we also... I want to mention, because I actually liked the fight. It was solid, but... How Moff Gideon was, in a way, kind of just handling Din and Bo-Katan at the same time, which they would have been probably killed if it wasn't for...
Grogu had to come
unless if it wasn't for perfectly timed force pushes from somebody that clutches all the time. Ooh. Oh, kill. Ooh.
Okay, help me out again.
Oh, we did.
The Red Knights.
Fuck them guys.
The Praetorian Guards.
Yep.
That will eventually reprise their role in the sequel trilogy that we still hate.
Oh my god.
So it was confirmed that
they're separate guards. They are not the same guards.
Same armor though.
No. Just same color.
Same.
You gotta just get to at least it's people in red doing something. I get used to the old trilogy where them motherfuckers just stand there and walk away when fucking Sidious says go away.
No, this is the first time they ever did actually do anything because they were easily killed in fucking Last Jedi.
Kylo and Rey just...
Oh yeah, you seen him. Oh, you did see him in Revenge of the Sith too when Yoda walked in. Force push, they're done. Who's this little guy?
You know, that is one thing that kind of irks me in Star Wars. Every time you have like a Imperial base, where are all the rails?
Low key, I actually kind of...
Grogu's jumping on them all.
Yeah, you can see him throwing the puppet. Low-key, I actually liked the Primorian Guards fighting Rey and Kylo in... Was that Return? Was that the middle one?
The Last Jedi.
Last Jedi. I didn't mind it. Because I like when they open the lightsaber right in his fucking face.
Yeah, but if you're watching it closely, the choreography is dog shit. Rey and Adam Driver were so bad with the choreography on that. You can see the guards... Like, oh, they're not ready. I'm not going yet. They're standing there waiting.
The hesitation was real.
And that was the best take. What you saw was the best take.
Well, is that on Rey and Driver for not being good choreographers?
And the stunt people, kind of, because they're the main characters. That's who your camera is focused on. You're not. The reason you get away with bad choreography at some points is because the stunt people are acting like they're not the focal point of the scene, so you don't always see it.
And not everyone can be Jackie Chan. He doesn't own stunts.
Still want a movie with Jackie Chan and IKEA.
That motherfucker still do his own stunts. Which he will be doing in Rush Hour 4 or whatever it comes. Which it will come.
What time are we at?
I'm enjoying this.
Hour and a half.
It's fine.
Remember, it's not that late.
Where are we at? What do we even still have to cover?
After
want to cover, I should say.
Problems and future movies. Future stuff.
Problems? We've been
the stuff outside of the shows.
Outside of the show.
Behind the scenes.
Oh, behind the scenes.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Racism.
Well, that's a world problem.
Agenda.
Agenda. There we
go.
These are not the droids you're looking for. It's because they're fucking droids.
I have no idea. Based off of what we saw, what they were setting up with Mando, Season 4 will be going back to the roots of what the Mandalorian was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Or
supposed to be teaching his kid the way.
Kind of. The working theory is that they're going to be using plot points that they had for Cara Dune's show that they were working on before they got rid of Gina.
Yeah, because she said political shit.
And
off you go.
I still disagree with that.
You can have your own opinion, but I digress. Right, exactly.
It just becomes a problem when you're preaching it so much and it's causing people to turn their heads at you.
Her cowboy movie wasn't that bad.
But her show was supposed to be Rangers of the New Republic, and it's basically the plot points they're going to be using for Mando Season 4. That's what it looks like.
Just because of the last...
That's okay.
I will be disappointed if I don't see Grogu bond with the Mythosaur, because they had a connection.
Right now, the Mythosaur doesn't exist. It only appeared.
I seen it. It exists to me.
Bo-Katan was seeing things.
Apparently.
That's why she can take the helmet off still.
Oh yeah, the fucking armor. You can take your helmet off, it's fine.
Also, the most misleading series title of all time, with the second to last episode being The Spies.
Yeah.
Who's
the spies?
They only showed you one, but it made you think that one of the Mandalorians, was a spy and giving all the information to fucking
People don't trust the armor. People don't trust her.
No, it was... They were debating between the armorer and the guy that was...
Wolf?
Yeah.
Wow, I remember the name.
Wolfie.
But it was between those two, but...
By one takeaway this entire show. He remembered a name!
I mean...
Oh, Din Grogu. Din Grogu. So is Jaren his first name?
What the fuck is wrong with you? I don't know.
I remember the name.
That was the last big point. Was not understanding why they went with Din Grogu over Grogu Jaren, which we thought was Jaren was his last name, but it's not.
Well, Bo-Katan's family is what?
Kryze.
Bo-Katan Kryze.
Which is of the Kryze family.
Yeah.
Jango Fett and Boba Fett.
Wouldn't that make Jaren the
last name?
Yeah, that don't make sense.
So I don't know why it's Din Grogu. When Grogu is his first name...
Grogu Jaren goes off the tongue better.
Yeah.
Din Grogu.
So...
They should have just kept him Baby Yoda, been simple. Fuck.
Problems. Favreau may be on his way out, tired of having his shows messed with by Kathleen Kennedy, which is the reason why Grogu came back in Book of Boba Fett, reportedly.
Well, the only good thing about Favreau leaving is he can go make more movies with Vince Vaughn. That's the only good thing.
I accept that. Give us some more bro movies.
Grogu reinsertion was her idea for merchandising, hence hijacking Book of Boba Fett from Boba Fett.
Oh,
we've already stated that. We'll
give you Grogu.
Also reports Pedro Pascal may want out, being paid like a voice actor, wants to be more scenes with helmet off, may also have issues with management because I don't think he was on the agreeing side with what they did to Gina. There were issues with that one too. He didn't like that.
He didn't like that.
Because Pedro, good motherfucker. I don't give a damn.
He agrees with the Second Amendment. No, not second. First.
I don't care what your opinion is. I will never bash anybody for their opinion. That is their opinion. They're entitled to it. But both sides. You don't have a right to force your opinion on that person. They don't have the right to force it on yours. But Hollywood don't care.
Well, this is Disney, not Hollywood.
Disney don't care either.
You want to hear something funny, though? This is right in line with Star Wars.
Too much realism shit in Star Wars. It's make-believe. Figure your shit out.
We've already had the goddamn Nazis explained through this.
I actually didn't know Pedro didn't like what they did to Gina Carano. I actually didn't know that.
It was only in one interview.
Yeah.
He didn't say it otherwise.
They probably told him, shut up. Shut up. Okay.
He decided to keep his opinion to himself after that.
Yeah.
As far as my knowledge. May not even be it.
There's a lot I could say on that, but like I said, I political shit is one thing
he's making money.
I will not bring up on this show.
Yeah, we could have a whole political episode.
Yeah, we
you
could.
Just
No,
speaking.
thank you.
Another subplot.
We have.
Yeah. Okay.
Opposing views.
Another final subplot to get through Madden Season 3. I hate how they're portraying the New Republic.
Oh, incompetent.
More incompetence.
Idiots. Yeah.
Makes no sense. They have several noteworthy senators under this leadership. They still have Leia. They have Mon Mothma. They have Admiral Akbar because he hasn't been killed off yet.
He probably got caught in a trap.
The trap he didn't see coming. This level of incompetence is god-awful.
Yes, I hate it.
Which is playing directly into what they showed for the sequel trilogy, with them not acknowledging the First Order as any threat to them whatsoever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which makes even less sense if they're teasing Thrawn to be the villain. If Thrawn is going to cause any kind of damage to the New Republic, how do you let the First Order come into being?
Well,
no sense.
Where's the seeds of the new order? Some way, is it Gideon or no?
It's whatever that secret council is.
Oh, okay.
The whole fucking council that we had, where I was questioning who each one of them was.
One of them was that motherfucker.
Except for one. One was.
We knew what was his name. Was it Hux or
that's his dad.
Yeah,
General Hux. That was his dad that we see in the First Order.
Yeah.
But
no, two, because there was that fucking one from Rebels in there. Two. The
one talking about Thrawn is a major character in Heir to the Empire.
Yes.
But he's not one of the ones from Rebels.
Yeah.
He is his second in command that is very much so in Heir to the Empire, but not much so in Rebels. You're thinking of the mustachio guy that was incompetent, but it's not the same guy.
Yeah.
I know who you're thinking of.
Okay, thank you.
At
least,
but he is a very good general under Thrawn. He's basically second in command, and he looks incompetent in that one scene.
Yeah, I don't like the. Well, in a way, here I'm gonna go to Jay's statement with how Star Wars mimics real life. Look at all these fucking the New Order, the High Republic, the Old Republic, the new Empire, all these phases of fucking shit. Oh, we're gonna try this. Oh, we're gonna try this. We're gonna try this. It is just a real life
NWO.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That's a nice. Oh, great! Now we putting everything into the ring. NWO. New World Order.
And Luke just goes off. New World Order. I'm gonna hide.
So next, the future of Star Wars.
Oh God.
We don't know where it's going.
Nope. We have 3 announced movies and 2 announced shows.
3 announced movies.
Yep.
You hit me with that.
Dawn of the Jedi, which will be a High Republic movie based on what we saw.
High Republic, happy for.
The Dave Filoni's movie for Heir to the Empire.
I mean, I want it.
Despite how bad and inaccurate it may be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping for more. That's why.
And our standalone episode 10-ish movie featuring Rey Skywalker helming a new Pregnant Rey, which I'm going to murder if she is having a child of the prophecy, and I am done walking out of that movie.
I'm going to hold you to that.
No. God, no. We don't need another Anakin.
She's not even the main character in the show.
What is she even there for?
She's there.
Not a main character, so we're just going to.
She's not the main character. She'll be a sub.
We're going to see a picture of her pregnant. Who the fuck knocked her up? Everyone's got
these motherfuckers in Star Wars be fucking so many people off screen. It's not even funny. It's like, bro, you pregnant?
You doing
in Star Wars? Shut up. You fucker. But I'm saying
you were trying to lay it out for me to say something.
I was not.
Please don't lay it out.
No.
Oh, leave the shorts on.
No. But yeah, I don't.
We're talking Disney
And that's
here.
the movie that's going to come out first.
Oh God.
That's the one that's coming out first.
Yes.
And notice they didn't announce no Old Republic movie again, you motherfuckers. He'll say they're not gonna.
Isn't High Republic?
I'm gonna hope.
Republic?
Nope, that's pre.
I'm gonna hope.
High is before old.
Yep.
You will get your time.
You know, this BBY and all that their timeline fucks me over with the abbreviations.
I almost thought you were gonna say BBW. I'm like, big beautiful woman. What a big beautiful woman. I heard BB. I'm like, okay.
Skeleton Crew is one of the
Keep your
shows.
shorts on.
Skeleton Crew follows the journey of 4 kids who make mysterious discoveries on their seemingly safe home planet, then get lost in a strange and dangerous galaxy. Finding their way home and meeting unlikely allies and enemies will be a greater adventure than they ever imagined. Starring Jude Law.
Let me guess, some of these kids are going to be force sensitive.
Probably. Because this is in the Filoniverse. This is one of the other shows that's connecting
Where
with
everybody is somehow force sensitive.
Yep.
Oh, that is not a knock on Filoni, by the way. It just happens. I swear to God, it just happens.
And then the other one is Acolyte. Darker take. Mystery thriller that will have viewers in the galaxy of shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers in the final days of the High Republic era.
Okay.
Former Padawan reunites with their Jedi Master to investigate a series of crimes, but the forces they confront are more sinister than they ever anticipated.
I don't mind.
She succumbs to the dark side.
I don't mind
Yeah,
seeing.
I can see it happening.
I don't mind seeing some more Jude Law. I don't mind seeing. Last time I seen Jude Law, he played Dumbledore, and his secret got revealed, which we all know. He's like, "Oh my
Were you
God!"
in that movie too?
No, I wasn't.
So you have not watched the new Peter Pan and Wendy movie then?
No. Oh no! What they do in that?
Jude Law's Captain Hook.
Oh, I should watch it.
He plays a really.
It's
It's
not a good movie.
He plays a really old Captain.
I only bring up Jude Law to bring up Dumbledore because that will never die. That fucking movie needs to leave my
Fuck you!
head.
He's Watson to me.
You don't realize the epic meme lordness of Secrets
He
of
was
Dumbledore.
Watson, right? I'm not fucking that up.
No, you're right.
Okay. So it was Iron Man and Watson.
Do you just want to forget Dumbledore? You got something against Dumbledore? You like, shut up, D.
I have something against Fantastic Beasts Dumbledore.
You won't say.
Where in the fuck?
I got him going. That's what I wanted.
In all 8 movies, Dumbledore is gay.
It was a secret.
He didn't have a fucking Well, maybe he did. There was that fucking.
No, it was heavily portrayed in the last book that he was gay.
In the last book?
Yes.
When he's sitting at that
When did that last book come out?
I don't remember.
I was probably in fucking middle school then.
No.
I wonder I don't fucking remember it.
And everyone knows.
Because I know I read the books before I watched the movies.
I have nothing against.
Because I was a little kid. Oh, I'm so happy I finished
I
this
don't
chapter.
believe you were in middle school. But.
Like, I was in. Sorry. Like, I gotta say it, because I was in tears when Dumbledore sits at that fucking table with Mads Mikkelsen, Grindelwald's like, I remember when we were in love. I almost cried. I fucking almost cried. That shit was so funny.
I bet you wanted to buy the locket.
I might have. That shit had me down. Like, I had to pause the movie.
You definitely wanted to hold it in your best friend's hand. So you share this moment.
I was in high school, so you were in high school.
I was a baby.
2007.
No, I was in middle school. Wasn't I?
No.
2000.
You're older than me, and I was in high school. Make sense of that, Jay.
Yes.
I was like 13. That's the baby.
I'm young up here.
You're young up there. But,
not in my knees or joints.
I'm gonna say this jokingly before we move on. There's probably got to be a Harry Potter special at some point, because not an episode goes by.
They're just rebooting it.
We don't mention Harry Potter. I swear to God.
They're just redoing it.
It's mostly me, but
you did it on purpose.
I will always bring up Dumbledore when I see the opportunity. Dumbledore. Oh, God.
No.
You're like, no. No.
Snape. Severus Snape.
What the fuck? Severus Snape. All right, more Star Wars action. You're gonna get Harry Potter going.
Please,
Go away, Harry
please
Potter.
talk about something. Please
Go to the Chamber of Secrets.
Lead us into the finale.
Well, since it's Star Wars, we're doing top 10 favorite Star Wars characters. It was appropriate. It was appropriate for Star Wars, so I figured it was a simple list to do. Are you okay? Are you gonna?
No, I got the fucking song stuck in my head now.
Oh no! I was like, what? How does stuff?
Dumbledore.
No, Dumbledore is gone.
I have to shoot you.
Yes.
Maybe. The Nerf gun's making an appearance. The Nerf gun is making an appearance. I just want you all listeners to know it's not a real gun.
Right here. It's close. Try again. Somehow you keep aiming this way.
The fact we're just gonna get a Nerf gun sound effect.
What the fuck shot was that?
I aim.
We're getting a Nerf gun sound effect.
Alright, it's gone. Thank you.
Oh man.
Sorry, Dean. You were saying?
Did I say top 10 favorite Star Wars characters?
Yeah, but I had the song playing in my head. I wasn't listening.
I'm hoping that these lists are not very similar, but fair warning, when we get to the upper echelon, I almost guarantee you're going to see doubles.
I probably have one on my list that is similar to you.
I don't care about a couple, just not every one. That would just be lame.
And there's one bullet behind you, Jay.
You need like $4,000 just to buy the statue.
Do 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 do.
Start us off.
I was gonna let. Should it be me?
I started off last time.
You did.
Fine. I'll just.
We'll
throw
go
it out there.
I'll go second.
She doesn't exist. Darth Talon.
Nope.
Yeah, that's technically.
What? Okay, see.
She's in my honorable mentions.
Not mine.
I couldn't. I'm like, there's basically nothing to you. That'd be just my horny side putting you on this list, so I'm not.
It was.
Well, it's
He's admitting it.
Character. I'm very strict. If you want me to make a top 10 horn dog list, I will. I can do that in my sleep.
A couple of them.
I specifically did not put them on my list. I was like, no.
Actually.
Characters. Oh, I don't have.
I don't mind to pick, but still, I'm like, see him honorable mentions. So kind of similar. But again, it's one of them you can't really, because there ain't really much to her. I should remember.
There was.
Yeah, ass and tits. Woohoo! All right. I should remember this, but I got it in my notes. I might have had a double because I couldn't leave my tie off. My number 10 is actually a kind of a tie because I refuse to leave the other one off. I have Jyn Erso at 10 because I loved her in Rogue One.
Okay.
Character-wise, she's one of my favorite Star Wars females. There's bias. I like Felicity Jones a lot, so there's bias there too. That's not even that. It's kind of horn dog bias, but she's been in a lot of shit.
Because she's been in a Spider-Man movie.
I wish she would have was going to play Black Cat, which would have been great, but no, they had to go and cancel it because Sony's a bunch of dummies. And I don't mean that. They give me good stuff. They're giving me good stuff June 2nd. And she is tied with Chewbacca because I refuse to leave Chewbacca off my top 10 because it's fucking Chewbacca.
Oh, that's going to be a problem for you.
What?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
What, a problem with Chewbacca? It's Chewbacca. Everybody loved Chewbacca. He's freaking
Yep,
Han.
everybody loved Chewbacca.
Yeah, everybody loved Chewbacca.
Han's right-hand man. Han's right-hand man. The walking carpet.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
No, I can't do
The best buddies in Star Wars. Working Chewbacca and Han. Okay. I'll just leave it there.
Mace Windu.
10!
Yep.
The reason we got different colored lightsabers.
Why does Mace Windu have a purple lightsaber? Because Samuel L. Jackson wanted a purple lightsaber.
I seen the scene on set. What if could I have a purple one? Blue are George was like, well, blue is generally the good guys and red's the bad guys. What about if I want purple? We can probably work that out.
Best sword fighter on the council. By a mile.
That's actually...
He did change up his styles when it came to his fights.
Also reportedly the closest to being on the dark side, just he liked being angry, but he was always a good guy. His power came from anger.
Yeah, it's always a rule of the Jedi. It's how you use the Force.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the upper echelon, but I won't get on it. I can mention 4 that I like their lightsaber skills. One of them is my extreme bias, but I will not talk about him. He'll probably be talked about later. But
my next one shows my age a bit more.
Oh God.
Well, Mitra Surik.
Okay.
You have to play the older Star Wars games.
Oh yeah.
In order to know who she is.
At least you did some research on this one. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, hey, it's kind of fun because she's one of the only female Jedi characters to actually disobey the Jedi Council. Am I reading that? Yeah, Mandalore. Yeah, at that.
My problem with a lot of the female Jedi, I mean, besides like,
there's not enough of them.
Also,
a lot more than you think there are, though.
There are, but they're never.
They don't get
present.
Ayla Secura is not on my top 10 because that is me being a horn dog. That is why she is not on my top 10. Shakti's doesn't even have that much stuff.
She's bigger in Clone Wars and
yeah. But my point, you don't see them nearly as much. I wish they'd give some more female Jedi some more shine. But yeah, good pick. Oh,
I can get rid of you because you were said. That doesn't.
You're getting rid of ones that you said.
That's how we get you. We can.
I have a big enough list that I can just.
Oh yeah, I gotta remember. He don't really organize them. He kind of just has them there and picks, not picks, but whatever. My number 9 will probably is probably higher on most people's, but Mr. High Ground himself, Obi-Wan Kenobi, at number 9.
Not on my list.
You gotta be bullshitting me.
Nope. Nope.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Just wasn't there.
You gotta be bullshit. This is gonna get interesting now.
Yeah.
You gotta be bullshit.
Guess who also isn't on my list?
Oh, there's gonna be. But Obi-Wan, portrayed great by Ewan McGregor. He's pretty much quintessentially what you think of when you think of a Jedi. He's had some of the best moments in the series. He's a meme lord. He has become a meme lord unintentionally. Hello there, and high ground. And one of my personal favorites when Ewan McGregor says, "Sea otters over there," and then it cuts to a sea otter. The sea otter goes, "That's Obi-Wan Kenobi." Great meme. Great meme. Okay, that's all I'm going to talk about.
The man's brother's in the Royal Air Force, and what's his call sign? Obi-2.
I'm poor flabbergasted. Obi-Wan is not. Dad is going to be. That's interesting. I kind of like that though.
Let's hear it. My next one is just for a laugh.
Oh God.
Number 9. It was always a trap.
Akbar?
I love Akbar. I'm surprised he didn't actually make it in my list.
Remember, I read a lot of the canon and a lot of the books. Admiral Akbar is one of the best characters for non-canon books. Because he does not give two shits about anyone. He is going to do what he needs to do to get shit done. He don't play political games.
You love him because he's definitely not the New Republic.
Yeah, he's still alive in the canon books. There's a reason I hate the sequel trilogy. You killed him off screen.
Oh yeah, I hated that. I thought it was his brother.
Is that trap?
I thought it was his brother who was dying, but no, I had to read that it was him.
And technically played him even more incompetent than he actually is because he got ambushed quite a bit.
Squashed. Oh, okay. This is technically characters, but it works because it gives me music. Max Rebo Band.
Fuck it works.
Come on, you can't tell me you don't love that.
I know somebody that doesn't. Who? Wait, no, that's the Cantina one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Cantina.
Okay.
But that I hope I'm right.
They make fucking parodies of it all the goddamn time.
Was that the one with the blue elephant?
Yes.
The blue elephant made that whole band. That motherfucker's just...
And he was just an edit in afterwards.
No, Mr. Timothy Longhorn at work doesn't like the...
He doesn't like the band?
He doesn't like any of Jabba's band.
Wow! That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, they're hilarious. They're just trying to distract people. Jabba's pissed off, and all of a sudden they just better play.
Oh, they just shot somebody. Get back to it. Since that was brought up, I just have to say a quick side thing. If we did, that was like more of a species kind of type thing. If we did top 10 like creatures, my favorite would be Rancor. I just had to put that out there because I love Rancors. But
your number 8.
Oh fuck! You know what that reminds me? I figured out what the hell the Yeti species is called thanks to Survivor.
My number 8
from Hoth.
Yes.
The Wampa.
No, the Yeti, the fucking 2-horn thing that tries to fucking kill Luke.
Yeah.
My number 8.
What is it?
Oh, wait, what am I?
Gogo or Mogo?
Oh, the name of the thing?
The species. Yeah.
The species is called Wampa.
That's a Wampa? I thought that was the fucking thing he rode at.
No, that's a Tauntaun.
Oh.
What's the internal temperature of a Tauntaun? Lukewarm.
I walked into that one. I didn't crawl in.
It's actually ironic because my number 8, since Obi-Wan was 9, my number 8 is Obi-Wan's master, Qui-Gon Jinn. What? Oh, everyone's distracted now. What the fuck?
Oh, we're listening.
Wampa, I'm listening. Jay, Wampa.
It's weird that it has a different name than...
Well, the creature's name may not be Wampa. That's the species. Go. Keep going.
I like Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon was like one of the first Maverick-type characters that went against the Council, and they wouldn't even let him on the Council because of his viewpoints, which I liked. There's some Liam Neeson bias. It's Liam Neeson. He plays Qui-Gon great. He makes Phantom Menace pretty good. When it's kind of a slow movie, Qui-Gon kind of makes that. And a lot of that's Liam Neeson's portrayal of Qui-Gon, but I've always liked Qui-Gon. There's also bias in my cousin. My cousin is a borderline copy of Qui-Gon Jinn. He looked exactly like Qui-Gon Jinn. It's fucking hilarious what I call him at work. But yes, I got Qui-Gon at 8.
My number 8, another origin setter. Birth of the Double Lightsaber. Darth Maul.
All right.
Mr. Ray Puck.
I don't know how much explanation you need for that one. He's fucking everywhere now.
No. Just the most badass.
We're going to use him to explain everything on the dark side.
Most badass Jedi fighter we've seen, because even though we saw Vader in the original trilogies, he didn't... Darth Maul looked a lot better on screen than Vader did through all the
fighting wise, yeah, because Darth Vader was so simple but badass.
Yeah, just powerful.
Yes,
but
on-screen presence.
A lot of Vader's style was overwhelming power. He had strong strikes, and not many people could deal with.
He also has the only lightsaber in the entire universe that can change size at will.
But yeah, with Maul, he would be at 8 even if he was only in episode 1, but then you expand on the mythos with every other show that he's been in. It just makes me love the character even more.
Exactly. I'm quiet because it might appear on mine, but we'll see. I'm not commenting as much on Maul. But
7.
Did I go first for this? Is that how
yes.
Yeah, you went first.
Oh wow.
You volunteered.
Yeah, I did. This one's Chirrut Imwe. I think that's how his name is pronounced.
I don't even know, but... Oh! I am one with the Force is with me.
Yes.
So Donnie Yen.
Mr. Donnie Yen.
I love him. He's awesome. I wish we could have gotten more of him before, stuff happened.
Oh, everybody died.
It doesn't mean we can't get, like, an origin to those two characters or something.
Yeah, is he technically a Jedi? He could be Tales of the Jedi.
Yes! It's never really explained. He's Force sensitive.
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh, my number 7. I figured since they're both there, and they're kind of not. They're the same thing in terms of kind of mascots. 7, I got R2 and Grogu at 7.
Damn.
They're both adorable. They're the most adorable droid and the most adorable in Star Wars. They're great. I relate to them.
Can I get an honorable mention in since you said yours?
Grogu's baby and R2 is just basically me as a droid.
Neither one of you are going to touch my 2 honorable mentions.
And I love R2. R2, he don't even say nothing. He just beeps, but he can feel his emotion. He's a great character. R2 experienced the whole story of Star Wars. He was there for everything. Everything. He's basically seen it. What were you saying about honorable mentions?
I had him as a group, R2-D2, C-3PO.
Oh. C-3PO annoyed me. I will be totally honest.
He can be annoying. He's not for everyone.
I'm like, go away, R2.
I look at his creator.
He's just as hated as everybody that follows protocol.
Yeah. I knew that beat. I'm like, everyone's like, why'd you tiger? Because I love Grogu. I don't hate C-3PO. He just gets, shut up, C-3PO. Shut up.
He didn't even get better as he went on either. He just got a new
Some
arm.
of the best R2 moments. R2, we shouldn't do this. R2, fuck you, I'm going to do it.
Well, it's semi-fitting. My number 7 is Daddy Grogu.
Din?
No.
Mando?
No.
Yoda.
Okay.
I was like,
the Yoda.
The first thing I go through, Din?
You said
Mando?
Daddy Grogu. The first thing he goes to...
Din?
It's Din. No.
Din?
The longest living Jedi on record. Strongest Force user we've seen. Size matters not. The whole shebang.
The fact that his lightsaber is actually tiny compared to others is great. Now we just... I love Yoda. Yoda's in my honorable mentions. He was almost 10. Yoda's almost 10.
How would Yoda say it? Size is not what matters?
Size matters not.
Size matters not?
Yoda was we get one comment on Yoda. Yoda was one of the best things about which sequel did he cameo in? Was it Rise of Skywalker or The Last Jedi?
HDMI?
What?
Last Jedi.
My God!
Last Jedi.
No, the Sacred Jedi text. Real page turners they are. The legend. The one time that's
Force lightning's them on fire. He's done.
That was more. That was more. I think that was more nature. There's only one Jedi. There's only one Jedi that could do Force lightning. It's called Force Judgment. I'm not going to get on that.
It's sitting right there.
I had to bring, but no, that was.
It's one of your icons.
One of the only things I love that they let Yoda come back and do like a cameo. Because I'm sorry, I needed something. Those movies were not doing it for me. Not to hate Force Away, because I thought that was a good starting point.
Started out.
But I'm like, these are losing it.
Especially showing the whole stormtroopers being actual people thing. That was great.
I didn't like how they handled Finn. I was hoping Finn would learn the Force.
Finn turned to shit.
And be a Jedi.
He is Force sensitive. He is Force sensitive. That's why he could rebel against programming.
Oh, yeah. Okay. What are we on, 6?
Yep.
I
like Jay's list. It's different.
And don't say it's because I actually did my list. Asajj Ventress.
That was a good one. I considered her for mine. That's a good one.
A lot more backstory.
Yeah.
Through Clone
I had
Wars.
a lot more than I thought I was going to get.
Yep.
Like, the one thing I do love in Star Wars is assassins.
Yep.
Bounty hunters. Intelligence networks. Stuff like that I love.
Mm-hmm.
Real spy shit. I love that.
Yes, that's part of the reason Rogue One was so good. I like the spy aspect.
Makes me wonder why I have not gotten into Andor more.
It's more spy than assassin.
No, I mean, I love spy stuff, though. It's kind of...
He's not really a spy yet, though. That's the problem.
Oh, he has to get out of prison for it first?
Kinda.
To be
He's more of
turned?
He's more of a thief at this point.
Has to be turned?
He's more of a thief at this point. But
I'm not going to let that go in my brain.
My number 6 is... My number 6 is, since you made a joke, my number 6 is Daddy Fett. Django Fett. I liked... He was only in one movie, but I loved his armor. I liked how I gave him his story. And yes, he's a dick. Django's a dick. But they modeled all the clones after him. And it showed how... what's the word I'm looking for? How...
An exile?
Just a simple man trying to make his way into the universe.
Yep. It showed how fearsome and how tough a Mandalorian type could actually be. He gave Obi-Wan. He gave Obi-Wan, a Master Jedi, a fight. And more appropriately, Django had a better death. He was killed by Mace Windu. Which was appropriate. The one thing I always hated about Return of the Jedi was they
chopped off.
They killed Boba like an absolute clown, which I hated. But they kind of redeemed it because they let him come back. But Django got a good, appropriate death, killed by a strong character, so I liked it. And, it's Tamara Morrison. I like Tamara Morrison. The guy's just great. Daddy Fett. The armor my father wore. Oh, shit.
R2-D2.
Hey, yes. Another one.
Don't have to step on it much. Doesn't take shit from anyone.
Nope.
Takes blaster bolts like a champ.
Yep.
Live through it all.
Yep. I will say this, just because I didn't say it for mine, I'll say it now. People have asked me, in like Star Wars discussion, if any Star Wars character died, what would be the saddest Star Wars death? I'm like, R2-D2. Not even fucking close. I would cry like a baby if R2 died. Like a baby.
No, there's one I would cry over more.
Huh?
Episode 10, R2 dies.
Who? I'm curious. Who?
If they did it correctly, I would cry for this character's death more than I would cry for R2. So I'll touch it later.
You'll touch. Okay, I was like R2.
5.
It's a double for 5.
We got a double.
The twins. Jace and Jaina. Solo.
Jason and Jaina.
Yeah.
Jason and Jaina.
Hey, Darth Caedus, who Ben should have been. Well, you didn't need
one reason.
You should not have put them on there because you knew how to bring it up.
Yeah, I don't care. I love the characters before they were fucked over.
Oh, that fucking movie. Oh,
just
never gonna happen.
No, it won't.
Well, that's one of my honorable mentions. That's never gonna happen. It's gonna hurt.
She was trained by Boba Fett. I always mention it. Always. Okay, where are we?
It's another hope.
God damn it.
Not gonna happen because he's in charge of Mos Espa now.
Mos Espa. The Mos Espa Vespas. That's what they call them. Fucking Power Rangers. The Mos Espa Vespas because they were Vespas, basically. Oh, okay. Are you done?
Yeah.
You're like, I just wanted to mention it.
What's there to explain about them? They're legends now. It's not like anyone's going to be able to see them on screen or whatever.
My number 5.
We could have Tales of a Jedi maybe say something, but it would just be another what-if bullshit story.
My number 5 was mentioned already, but portrayed by Ray Park, Darth Maul, is my 5. One of the most badass lightsaber fights he's a part of. One of the most badass lightsabers to double, if not the most badass. I mean, I remember seeing it. Who didn't just when the other side of his lightsaber lit up? He's got a double.
That's why it's so long. Giggity.
But I like his design. I forget what his race is. You're like
not Devorians. But yeah.
I like his race. He has there's only one person I'd put above him almost in terms of story arc throughout Star Wars. Maul has one of you see him, you think you're only going to see him a little bit in episode 1 because you think he's dead. Then he comes back and he makes an impact in Clone Wars and he makes an impact here. And it's just, his development is great. He pretty much stays the same, but you understand what a shitty life Maul's had. So you can kind of understand where he's coming from. After Phantom Menace, he hates Sidious. He wants to kill Sidious. Sidious ruined his life. And he's going about it wrong, but... And he had that exchange with Ahsoka in, trying to get Ahsoka to join him. Was that Clone Wars? Or was that Rebels? When he talked to Ahsoka.
Rebels.
Maul.
Rebels.
Yep. But I like that exchange. And then Maul has one of the most beautiful endings to a story when he's killed by Obi-Wan. And
he knew what Obi-Wan was guarding.
Yep, and he says, "Will he avenge us?" And then
is he the chosen one?
All the pain Maul's been through. He's a villain, but you understand why he is what he is. Sidious is a fucking bastard. So yes, I got Maul. My top 5 are all very close. You could almost switch them around, but I just was like, let me just put them this way. Okay, so Maul.
My number 5 is a character that's never going to get the justice he's earned.
Has he been seen, though? Okay, here we go.
In a movie, yes. Multiple. One sequel trilogy, all the original trilogies, Wedge Antilles.
Say that again?
Wedge Antilles.
Wedge?
Yeah.
Okay.
My number one adaptation for our list last time was Rogue Squadron. I love those books.
Yeah.
Wedge is the best character.
Didn't they kind of just shit on him a lot in recent stuff?
Yep. His origin is completely wrong in Rebels. It's one of my minor issues with Rebels.
He's a complete idiot in Rebels.
He's inexperienced at that point. That made sense. But that character should have been Biggs. That character should have been Biggs.
Didn't we get both?
No, Biggs isn't in Rebels.
I thought he was.
No. That's something that's pissed me.
I thought his name came up.
His name may have come up, but that's a character that they should have delved more upon because he was a very big, important person for pre-Yavin. But
BBY. Make a point on that.
Number 4.
I have a question for you guys. Will you accept a planet?
Nope.
Damn it.
A planet?
It's kind of a people. Dathomir.
Which is where Darth Maul's from.
It's the people like Night Sisters, all...
Say Darth Maul and then expand on it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you also get Cal's girlfriend and...
Merrin.
Yeah, Merrin. Yeah, and Darth Maul, the
Night Sisters.
You know, Asajj Ventress, who I just said not too long ago. I like that whole entire mythos of that planet.
Okay.
Because it's like the dark side of the Force, but not dark.
All right. My number 4, and again, like I said, all these are so close, the number almost don't matter, but I have to put them in order to talk about them. My number 4 is the only person whose character, or you already know probably, the only person whose character arc through every movie I would put above Maul, and that's Vader / Anakin, because you got to say Vader / Anakin. Phenomenal.
He will be appearing later.
The second greatest villain in all of fiction to me is Vader. Number 1 y'all should know, but the Joker is my favorite. But Darth Vader's the second greatest villain in all of fiction to me. I love his arc. He's portrayed as the chosen one and shit. Goes to the dark side, but then redeems himself by the end just simply because the love of his son. So it's like
that he didn't know he had.
You're my son. It was beautiful. I love Vader's story. Badass design. He's iconic. You can put up that picture.
Wrongly heard line in a movie ever. Luke, I am your father.
No, I am your father.
It's not true. You killed my father. No, Luke, I am your father. No. It cuts Luke.
No.
Don't get me started on episode 3.
Mark Hamill still does that.
When they added that bullshit. No. To Vader. What
about Luke's hand being cloned?
Oh, God.
You mean the thing?
Oh yeah. Bring that into canon.
No, but no, that no is voiceover now in the new episode 6.
Oh.
He says it now when he throws Palpatine off the fucking railing. It is now in there.
What?
I just watched it on Disney Plus this morning.
Wait, how about the end? And somehow Palpatine returns.
No.
I didn't know they actually did that.
Yeah.
No.
And somehow Palpatine returns. I thought that was a fucking joke.
And Vader's one of the strongest Siths of all time. I mean, you can throw in like some of the classic like legends and stuff in there, but he's up there.
Oh, you didn't want to put the name out there.
He's
right away.
guaranteed top. He's guaranteed top 5. Well, there's one guy there that gives him a run, but he's up there. He's up there. So yes, I'm gonna go. I could talk about Vader all day. I don't want to talk about Vader for 3 hours.
My number 4, Kit Fisto.
The man with the fist. That's a meme. Why do they call you Kit Fisto? As Padme on the table screaming.
No, brain, no.
I sent him the meme and he was like, yep.
I know, but that's not where my head went.
Kit Fisto's in my honorable mentions. I like Kit Fisto.
Loved him ever since he appeared on screen in Clone Wars.
Oh yeah, when he's in the water?
I punched a kid in the face.
No, the movie.
My name
Oh,
is
the
Kid
movie.
Fisto.
He was used as a slight punchline, but he was funny every time. I laugh every time he was on screen.
Oh, when he for no reason pushed C-3PO on the fucking...
It's like, I'm terribly sorry about this.
He's smiling. Run off. He got done dirty, though. Kit Fisto is a top 10. He's literally a top 10 Jedi, and Sidious just no diffed him. That's bullshit.
He didn't no diff him as bad as the other three.
Yeah. He at least got a couple blocks.
He got a block in.
Spinny fucking bullshit that he does in the air. And
roll.
No one's able to just dodge to the side and slice him in half.
Apparently.
Well, a lot of it, there's motherfuckers that do deep dives into Star Wars. I do them sometimes, but Sidious's style is very hard. Yoda is one of the few that has a style that can match Sidious.
They named Sidious's style, and I still don't understand it.
They named the guy. This was the guy's opinion, but he named Jedi's that could last for a significant amount of time in a duel with Sidious. Yoda,
Windu,
Plo Koon, a few others. There were some, but
every single person who was off planet at the time.
Right, that
was Windu. And he won.
Yeah,
he won the fight.
I'm just saying, do you know what I'm saying when I say people debate that?
I'm trying to remember
people
that scene. How did Mace end up out the window?
Anakin
cut his hand off.
Anakin cut his hand off, and then Palpatine force lightning him out the window.
He could come, but they could feasibly bring Windu back if they wanted to.
Come on, have Jar Jar save him too.
Samuel L. Jackson said he'll do it again. He said he'll play. He wants to. I heard he wants to.
3.
He wants to play. They better let him say motherfucker one time.
So, I love my Wookiee-like races. So, Zeb. I like Zeb.
He's not a Wookiee?
Wookiee-like.
I was over.
You know those really tall, strong races that have warrior backgrounds? What?
Okay, then.
Oh, do we
you don't accept that?
I don't accept that comment.
Wookiee-like?
Wookiee-like. I thought
it was even stated in the show.
Yeah.
I thought it was getting
saved by Wookiees.
I thought it was getting.
So did I.
I thought it was. I was like. Chewbacca.
You wanted me to say Chewbacca, but I took him off because I wanted to have something different to talk about.
Well, I get it, but at the same time, you don't have. They don't. We've had. Who do we have similar?
The only one I left on there, and I'm going to leave him on there for a certain particular fucking reason.
You're like, I'm going to leave him. I'm going to leave him on there. Gotta leave him.
But there we go. That's mine. Zeb is awesome, and he's voiced by Steve Bloom.
Stephen Bloom.
There's not a character that he voices or plays that I haven't liked.
Mm-hmm. Stephen Bloom, the goat.
Got me to like Starscream, for fuck's sakes.
One of the goats.
Number 3.
My number 3, as I said. My number 3. He's Darth Revan is number 3.
Number 3? Ooh, okay.
I told you, the top 5... No, Maul can stay at 5, but the top 4 are very... I had the numbers.
I know one of his last 2.
Did he show you the list?
No, because he hasn't said them yet.
Okay.
But... No, Jesus Christ, but I like Revan. He's one of the... He has top 2 or 3, one of my favorite designs in all of Star Wars. I love his fucking design. He looks badass. He dual wields lightsabers, not like Maul with the double. He just has 2 lightsabers.
Yep.
I love his whole walk the dark side, then he started as a Jedi, then walked the dark, then went back to the light. He's kind of was a gray Jedi before the term came out. I know you're not canon now and shit. I will always bring this up when I bring Revan. I think there's a lot of not just for Revan. I think there's so many rich stories they could tell with the Old Republic movie. Like Revan's rival from when he was a Jedi was Malak, and I like Darth Malak as a Sith. Malak and Sith and Revan in a duel could be a top tier duel in Star Wars. They'll never do Old Republic. I'm convinced I'll never see anything Old Republic.
You fan casted Revan.
I think
who's going to play Malak?
Ooh, that's tough. I'd have to think more because he's
he's
bald, but he has like you don't really see it from his mouth down. You don't see he's got like a chin guard. So
Vin Diesel.
Low key, but Vin. Vin's so stocky. Malek's like tall and slender.
Batista.
I mean,
I'm going with bald Ben.
You want it stocky?
No, hold on.
And bald.
No, Malek's more slender. I want to try to...
Jason Statham?
I mean, you could.
Too old?
You could.
Too tiny and too old.
That's Darth Malak. You know, I didn't have to show you, but you know Darth Malak.
Too tiny. Statham's too tiny.
What'd you say? Statham?
No, Daniel Craig's getting up there in years too.
Malik, and again,
he would do it though.
Most consider Malik a top 10 Sith. So it just there's so many rich
he's
characters.
not beyond shaving his head for a role.
And it's something new that I like. That's with the whole
put Chickless in a role. That would throw Dean over the edge.
I'd be like, what the hell?
Michael Chickless
is this starting Malik on from the retirement home? What the hell is this? Oh, I love Michael Chiklis, but I'd be like,
all you would be hearing is the thing.
His clovering's on. Jesus Christ! Now his fucking Matt's depiction of the Mustafar duel is killing me. They did it so fast.
You know how everyone can almost perfectly go to sound? Well, that fucking fight is just... They're
going down that hallway so fast. I was like, what the... I gotta say, I like when Anakin's pissed at Padme and he's got her up in the Force and shit. Obi-Wan, I just love how he's just like, you better not do that shit. You better not do that shit. I'm not gonna intervene until the damage is done, but you better not do that shit. What the fuck are you... And he had the high ground there. He was up in the ship, he had the high ground. You could easily ended it right there. But he didn't choose to, because, they had to have a duel. They had to do this shit. I wish they could see me doing it.
R2 was there as well.
Well, R2 was...
Surprised R2 didn't cuss him out. It's like, what you doing, stupid ass motherfucker?
R2 would have came with that stupid little electric probe. To Anakin.
Oh, that's my next one.
Zoop, zoop. Probe? Oh, no. Well, okay. Darth Vader, I'm done gushing over Revan. Okay.
So this is the character I would cry for more if they did his death accurately.
Okay, I've been waiting for this.
Chewbacca.
Okay.
Chewie!
Yes.
They
throw a goddamn moon at him.
Yep. And they'll never do it.
Who did that, by the way? I can't remember.
That was do you mean the killing alien race that they're never going to bring up?
The killing alien, that doesn't really...
I can't remember. I'm struggling with that name too, but I know what it is. It's the alien race that came after... after Thrawn.
And this is why we read books, children.
Yeah, there's a lot of rich Star Wars lore out there.
Yusong Vong. Yusong Vong.
Yusong Vong?
Yeah, it's something like that.
You sound wrong.
It sounds very Asian. That was the part of the problem.
You sound wrong. No, wait, that was a different accent. What?
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Chewie went on like a chat. I took a moon.
Use Zan Vong.
Use Song Vong. Yuzong Vong.
Yuzong.
Yuzong. Yuzong.
But
Yuzong Vong.
At least we got oh god.
Yuzong that.
Chewbacca dies saving Han and Leia's youngest kid from the planet, throws him into a spaceship, and the moon kills him.
That's right. They had 3 kids, and I didn't put them on the list. God damn it!
If Chewbacca died doing that to Ben Solo, I would have cried for a different reason.
I almost thought they were going to do something like that, and then Chewie just lives and gains.
Then shoots him in the stomach.
Chewie gets the new buddy.
Fucking pet porg.
Porg. Honorable mention. Porg.
You have a fucking
top. You mean the Star Wars roasted chicken?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
No,
Chewbacca roasts one.
Yeah, he does.
Oh no.
And he eats it in front of it.
Oh no.
The baby eyes.
You're still fucking.
The fact I just thought about chicken. I'd eat a porg. Oh no. I argue with people. People, porgs are so fucking annoying. I don't give a shit when Chewie flying the Falcon and cuts to the porg going, fucking great. I'm like, that's your co-pilot, Chewie? A fucking porg? Great.
Somebody had to replace Han.
A porg.
Okay, now think of Han, and now think of the porg. Now put them in the ship at the same time.
I mean, I know Han. Han's a fucking nerf herder. That's a fucking nerf herder if I ever seen a fucking nerf herder. I still want to know. I know how to know what the fuck that means. What the fuck does nerf herder mean? What's the real world equivalent of a nerf herder?
What's a nerf in Star Wars? Somebody explained it at one point. I can't fucking remember. It's a goat.
It's a goat farmer.
Han's a Serb.
Oh, no, it makes sense now. You nerf herder.
And he shot first.
Well, there's
I don't know if he deserved that or
Is
not.
Greedo on anybody's list?
No.
You got Greedo? No, okay.
His race is pretty neat, though.
This Pop's worth a lot of money.
My second is the droid with the highest kill count outside of the Empire, Chopper. You said, fuck it, the probe that electrifies people. The Chopper is famous for that shit. He does it to droids. He does it to stormtroopers. He does it to animals. He does it to his own crew. Zeb and Ezra the most. And you can literally understand everything he says beep-wise. It's hilarious.
Oh my god.
2.
Well, here comes the goddamn love affair. Here it fucking comes. My number 2 is, in my personal opinion, the perfect Jedi. Plo Koon. I think he's the perfect Jedi. He's honorable, he speaks his mind when he has to, and he loves his clones. He loves his troops. But sir, we're just clones. Not to me. Legend. I am so happy that Clone Wars gave him... And Clone Wars is what made him popular. I actually hate when people call him underrated. He's really not. He's one of the most popular Jedi now because of Clone Wars. Even though it's basically almost impossible because of how he died, but I'd love to bring him back and do the same thing. Let the guy play him and bring his voice actor back from Clone Wars. He's a Keldor, so he has to wear his mask except when he's not on his home planet. So you don't have to. You can bring the actor back. Well, the actors might be older now. If he could still do it, but you could have his voice actor do his voice, and I think it'd be great. And also
the same thing as Mando. It's basically a CG face. Voice.
If you think about me,
sometimes that suit looked that way.
I've watched a lot of top 10 strongest Jedi, top 10 this, top 10 that, just to see how I would do my list and stuff, so I can see what other people think. And Plo Koon is usually around 6, and the only Jedi above him are like Yoda and Windu and stuff like that. But Plo Koon's right up there in the top 5, top 6 range, which I like. He's appreciated. He's the only Jedi that knows how to use Force lightning, even though he calls it Judgment. He's one of the best duelists. Why I said when Matt bring up Windu as a duelist, I'm like, Plo Koon has a feat that no other Jedi has. He defeated Yoda in a duel. No Jedi has that feat. He is the only Jedi to defeat Master Yoda in a duel. And another thing, this is a lot of book stuff, but 2 people respect Plo Koon that you don't get praise from. One is Maul. Darth Maul calls Plo Koon one of the greatest duelists he's ever seen. Maul don't give nobody praise. Maul's an arrogant asshole. And Anakin, who is as good as Anakin is, he's arrogant. He gives Plo Koon credit for being one of the greatest duelists ever. So those are 2 big feats. 2 people that give nobody else credit. Give Plo Koon credit. So, and I like his race is also cool. Keldors are very force sensitive, and their planet is just a giant dust ball that they're the only ones that can breathe there. But it's kind of funny. He has to wear his mask everywhere else. Because he can't breathe. He can only breathe as Keldor air on their planet. I forget his planet's name. But whatever planet it is. But, yeah.
He's a Keldorian.
Yeah.
Keldor.
Keldor, yeah. So Keldor might be the fucking... I've always liked his design, too, because it's very alien.
Remember how I said earlier the planet names are kind of just...
Right. True.
Kaminoans.
But not talking about Plo Koon,
Mandalore.
Everyone here will agree with this. The thing that Clone Wars did the best was give these characters that don't have as much time to shine in the movies backstory and make you love them. Like Plo Koon's, but the most you see Plo Koon is sitting in a motherfucking chair.
You did
or a spaceship.
Or a spaceship. Shut up, you bastard. That's
Hey, you're the one who dropped him down the stairs and gave him the opportunity.
He didn't drop down the stairs. He fell off the tower.
Oh, well, that's even worse.
Yeah, if he fell down the stairs, it would have been Anakin.
Hell, I'll tell you. Don't ever watch Attack of the Clones with me. You might just to laugh your ass off, but Attack of the Clones, there's a scene where you see all the Jedi and shit. They all think you see a scene of Plo Koon lighting up his lightsaber. I'm like, right there, right fucking. You gonna wreck some shit off screen, bro. Off screen.
Are you gonna have a beer in your hand when you're doing it?
He going.
The other hand.
Oh, do it. Right there. Right there, Plo
Where's
Koon.
the champagne glass? I forget which is it.
It's a beer.
Oh, then when they're herding up, when they actually lose in Geonosis and they're herding up all the Jedi, you see Plo Koon walk behind for a sec because they capture him. Like, right there. Yeah, I'm them. It's fucking great. You can do that with so many. At least Kian Mundi gets to speak. But you know Plo Koon had some cred because he gets a death scene. If you got some cred, you get a death scene at least. So they did Ayla Secura dirty. Holy shit! Bam, 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 bam. They shot that bitch up. Like, she dead. You don't gotta shoot her no more.
Bro, they Robocopter her.
Bam, 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 bam. I'm like, because they don't want to show it because the flower covers it. I'm like,
you know, if she comes back as a giant robot now, you have a problem.
You still shooting her.
I hate you. Because you know my luck, right? I say shit like that as a joke, and it fucking happens. Here we come, episode fucking 10. Oh, who's teaching this little fucking youngling?
And to be honest, though, not really Plo Koon related, just I want opinions on this, too. All these clones are picking off these highly fun... Plo Koon is one of the most Force-sensitive Jedi there is. But, like, they're picking off all these highly Force-sensitive Jedi, and it's like, some I understand, like, Ayla Secura just got blasted. Mundi just got torched. Motherfucker turned around.
You can't block 16 laser bolts at the same time.
Motherfucker. Plo Koon, they shot first.
Vader can.
Yeah.
The Force shield.
Well, if you can do this shit, you better be able to block anything. It came... I wish we had... But, even Plo Koons, I'm like, bro, they shot at him, they missed, he noticed.
Goddamn it, you gave me a goddamn idea. Then I should take a fucking toy lightsaber and do the goddamn retard run.
With the... Oh, my God.
And then you can just double over the fucking lightsaber battle.
I mean, I could have heard Plo Koon when they shot first, because he looked back, and he's probably like, motherfucker, they shooting at me. Me.
Why is every character you like, every time you talk about them,
black?
Yeah, they just become black.
I don't...
Exactly. Can I take over now?
Yes.
With your number 2?
Is Darth Vader?
Yeah, okay.
voiced by James Earl Jones.
Motherfucker.
And doesn't know he had kids.
Fuck you. Sorry. It had to... He's seen the opportunity. I'm like, good. Get me off of Plo Koon.
I saw the opportunity. There was always a joke about Darth Vader. The fact that he was voiced by James Earl Jones and he didn't know that he had kids.
Does it count, though? I mean, that he's dressed in all black, too?
Yes.
Oh my God. I'm done.
Considering the original actor is white and the person who voiced him is white, but they thought, we need somebody who sounds darker. See, that was the actual way they stated it, too. We need somebody who sounds darker. Let's get a black man.
So we get the eventual voice of Mufasa.
James Earl Jones finally officially retired from Vader, though, which I'm sad.
No, he's retired, but he said he's okay, but he's done enough voiceover work that he doesn't care if they keep using his voice.
Yeah.
It's AI'd now.
Oh, yeah, so they can still...
It's how they got that spliced voice.
Yeah.
In Obi-Wan.
You know, and this is... You see, when I've already talked about Vader, but when I like to bring up... If someone else has one, I bring up funny things. You know one thing always had me dying about Vader? When you look at watch The New Hope, when the Stormtroopers go in and they're fighting the rebels, they kill him and shit, then Vader come in, you got his arms all on his hips. I'm like, why is this motherfucker like the manager coming out and shit? You guys suck at your job.
Sassy bitch Darth Vader. By the way, I have a bullet over by you somewhere.
Oh yeah, I did get shot once.
Vader's got two of the most badass fight scenes ever. And then probably one of my favorite comic book intros. We have you surrounded. I'm surrounded by fear and dead men. One of the greatest lines ever.
What are what duels? What lightsaber battles? You said two.
Well,
two of your favorites.
I enjoy Return of the Jedi's a lot.
With Luke?
With Luke.
Yep.
And of course the hallway scene. Just putting forth the joke. stop fighting anybody with a lightsaber in a hallway. Just stop.
Do you still
Unless it's 2 Jedi and a bunch of droids.
Oh, do you knock down Anakin and Obi-Wan for this shit that much?
Yes.
I'm done. I shouldn't. I'm gonna be driving home doing it. Like, don't, Dean. You're going to a ditch.
I could just imagine me riding beside him with the fucking window down, and he's just hands off the wheel.
Dean, I enjoy Yoda hopping around and everything against Count Dooku more than I enjoy Revenge of the Sith.
Do you not like the movie in general?
Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah. Well,
Number one.
Since you mentioned Dooku, there's another one of the greatest duelists of all time that you ain't even appeared on no list. Sorry, Chris.
Don't agree with his ideology. 1. Mr. Dreadnought.
Number 1. He is my favorite thanks to my goddamn uncle and one of the main reasons I got into Star Wars. And just for shits and giggles here.
Hope that's not copyrighted. What the fuck?
That's enough of that.
Kermit himself.
Goddamn seagulls.
Master Yoda is your number 1.
Master Yoda is my number 1. My uncle was literally nicknamed Yoda. He's the guy who got me into Star Wars.
You never explained to me if that's because people thought he looked like Yoda or he liked Star Wars. You've never actually explained that to me.
Both. Oh. As he got older, his face crinkled in like fucking Yoda's.
I was like, that's never been explained to me.
It
makes sense.
It was his favorite series. He loved everything about Star Wars. And when The Force Awakens came out, he loved it. And then The Last Jedi came out, and he agreed with everyone else.
We seen Force Awakens in theaters with one random guy at like 1 in the morning because they added a showtime. We watched this shit like 1 in the morning.
We were happy with that because we had it to ourselves. We were able to just fucking point at the screen and be like, hey!
And talk shit the whole time. Like, hey, we were talking shit, but we actually enjoyed it.
No. It was weird.
Number 1?
I had to end
since he's not been said yet, we all know who my number 1 is. My opinion, well, then most people will agree. The greatest bounty hunter in the galaxy and the man who taught us how to ride it like a benta. Boba.
I thought he taught me how to take a bath and forget things.
Boba Fett is so rich in lore. He has probably my favorite design. I liked his design when you first see him in what is it?
It makes me want to drink cactus juice, actually.
Tamara Morrison plays him great. He's got one of them iconic voices too. Even though it's changed, because in the original trilogy, a different guy voiced him. But the funny thing was, it's fascinating to me how popular he became. One of the most popular Star Wars characters, and he barely was in. You only seen him a little bit, and he just became.
And how many lines did he have too?
Hardly, like 3 or 4.
Yeah, I think it would 3 originally.
Put Captain Solo in the cargo.
And then in the edit, they gave him 1 more.
Put Captain Solo in the
Unless
cargo.
you count the scream.
Which one is the one where did they add him? They might have, no, they didn't add him in, but he was like, was it New Hope or no? It was they were leaving Jabba and Boba's just standing there. They like added him in. I think it was like a new edit or something, but it's like, but the first time you get to like really see him when Vader is telling all the bounty hunters to go get Han, and he's like,
Return of the Jedi?
No. Empirism is the main one. They might have added Boba in New Hope. They might have some way with effects, but Empire Strikes Back when Vader was like, no disintegrations.
That's where Empire Strikes Back.
Yep, that one. That's Empire. I was like, I remember them adding Boba somewhere, but he was given
He was always in that scene. I don't know what you mean.
What?
He was always in Empire Strikes Back.
Not Empire, A New Hope.
I don't even know where they added him in there.
I thought they might have.
Oh, no.
Jabba.
Next to Jabba.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Where they did the horrible CGI Jabba.
They did, but I'm right. They added Boba. He's just there. They added him. He's just Jabba's little doggy. What? What?
You combine Boba and Jabba.
What did I say?
Joba.
Joba?
Yeah.
Joba?
You said
Fucking
Joba.
I think you went to Japan and you had a boba.
Joba?
You want some Jabba juice?
Like Joe, I caught it. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna hope they didn't know they heard me.
I immediately went like this. He just, he doesn't let it go.
No. But they gave him a lame death, which I fucking hated. He was basically accident death. He was accidentally killed by a blind Han and falls in the star. But he gets out. It's in canon in books that he gets out, and they let him
accidentally
get out.
killed by a blind Han.
Why does that just mesh so well? Blind Han.
But they let him come back, and I like that he got his own show. I have my issues, but I still, at all, love the show. I hope he comes back. There'll be room for him.
The true king of Mandalore.
Yes.
What should have happened?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry.
An exile coming in to reunite Mandalore.
They cut. I think it was Mandalorian season 2. They cut Boba. I'm not a Mandalorian. Fuck you, Bo-Katan. Then they have their little fight. And because she is talking shit. Oh, clone voice. I hear those all the time. Choose your next words carefully. Might be the last one you hear. Me. Oh, that's Boba. That's a Boba line. Then they kind of made him incompetent in Book of Boba Fett. But then they redeemed him a little bit. But a lot of my love too. Boba's got a rich comic presence and lore. Man can fight toe to toe with Darth Vader, and have Darth Vader on the back pedal. And Boba's not even force sensitive, so. That's a feat when you can take one of the strongest.
He's able to use a lightsaber at that.
Yes, he can. Because there's a scene in the comics where he uses one. You use a lightsaber? You think only Jedi can use lightsabers? And he uses one. And going back to one that Jay said, he trained Jaina Solo to beat Darth Caedus. He trained her. He had a big hand in training her. So that's also a big feat.
That's another hope.
For what?
That's a fact, though. I'm not even. Oh, he's bringing it up because.
Well, it's because we're never going to get it. At all, anywhere.
Because they butchered the shit out of it.
Because I'm the one that I told Jay right in there. I'm like, I told him, he knew this, but I told him.
Instead, we got force sexting.
I'm like, they're butchering this the Darth Caedus story. That's what they're butchering.
Don't you talk about Mr. Fantastic like that.
Don't you talk about this? Oh my god.
He's new Mr. Fantastic, yo.
You had to go there.
Yep.
You had to.
Teasing our next episode.
Oh god. Okay, yeah, Boba Fett. I've always loved. I had all the Boba Fett toys. So Boba's always been probably my favorite.
Don't you have a plush Boba?
No, I do not. I have a necklace. I have.
Oh, okay.
No,
never mind. That's something I was trying to.
I got a statue that says all his. I got a little figure that says all his lines. I couldn't get myself to get rid of it, so I still have it. God, there's one more. There's one more thing. God damn it! I totally spaced on it, but yeah, fuck. Oh, Family Guy will always kill me too. Yes, Family Guy reference.
The chicken?
Not the the chicken was Boba Fett. That was fun. That was great. Oh, Family Guy Star Wars is great. I love it.
Han Solo versus Boba Fett, and it's the fucking chicken and
it's the chicken. Yeah. No, one of Peter's lines. Oh, that's bullshit, Lois. Your line. I will give you all my Star Wars guys if you're right. Nope, never mind. Not Boba Fett. No matter how sure I am, I never risk the Fett man. I'm like, yep. Yes, Boba Fett. Okay, I'm curious what the other ones are.
Somehow we do that every episode too. We mentioned Family Guy.
We know, yeah. I mean, yeah, we went through this whole episode without mentioning Star Wars fans. It's the first time, and it was me, of course, that fucking mentioned it. Yeah. The fact that Stewie's Darth Vader.
I came close. Mentioning the droid show.
Hey, we didn't mention its spoof either.
I love that movie.
So do I.
So much. And, I was watching TikTok and people actually showed up to Star Wars night in Disney dressed up as the white ball head dudes from Spaceballs. It was awesome.
Me watching Spaceballs. That's my boy. That's John Candy.
Rest in peace, buddy. Don't you just love his name?
John Candy.
How about what was... Goldie? No.
They had Princess Vespa as one of the characters on Masked Singer. One of the guest...
They did?
Yeah. She was one of the people bringing out clues for Star Wars.
The fact that they reduced the Millennium Falcon to like a fucking RV or Winnebago.
Hey, you shut the fuck up. We would drive the shit out of that RV.
How dare you jam me? Nobody gives me the raspberry.
I'll Pizza the Hut you.
Speaking of John Candy, I'm due to rewatch Uncle Buck. I gotta rewatch.
What are you saying?
I gotta rewatch Uncle Buck. God damn it! Why do I have to say John Candy? No, I gotta watch John. I don't watch Plane Train.
A million space bucks.
Space. I told you to comb the desert. We are.
One black guy with a pick. What you think we're doing out here?
You know, somebody did a zoom in joke on the when Ray's flying around in Jakku during one of the what word am I looking for? Wreckages. They zoom in on the sand with her, and they just put the two people combing the desert. just combing it right on Jakku.
Isn't that a meme? I thought that was just a meme.
It's completely fake. But it's completely fake. It's just like somebody just fake did that just because it was funny.
I love that people want them to exist in the same universe. It's awesome.
Schwartz. Forget the ring. I found it in a Cracker Jack box.
Cracker Jack.
Yogurt?
Yogurt. Master Yogurt. The Schwartz is strong with this one. I can't do like a Jewish accent or anything like that. It's.
I know where I'm ending this bit now.
What?
Merchandising, where the real money is made.
Fuck!
Which is why Grogu still exists.
The only one who isn't actually doing the merchandising.
The Shabbos? You said Jewish, so I automatically thought of the Shabbos.
That's Sunday.
Okay. I can't be doing shit.
And that's a different person.
I can't be doing shit on Shabbos.
You were talking about John Candy, and then you
That's John Goodman! I'm due to rewatch Big Lebowski, you son of a bitch. One of my funniest.
Might do it too.
One of my funniest things when he drowned that motherfucker in the toilet. Where is it? I don't know. Let me take another look. Okay, number ones. Okay. It wasn't even Boba. It was we just deviated.
We did our number ones.
We did our number ones.
Was I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I had Boba Fett 1 too. I just was taken off of yours.
Oh, okay.
I had Yoda.
Oh yeah, you did Yoda. Okay,
Uncle Yoda.
Yeah. Now I remember. I totally remember. I was like, what the fuck? God damn, that's what I was talking about.
I can't say Uncle Yoda for some reason without thinking like Weird Al.
Well, we got 19 minutes, so might as well till 3 exactly. But might as well. Our next, since kind of a little mini talk. Our next episode.
As always, I'm surrounded by assholes.
Surrounded by assholes.
Next, since we're going to see Guardians tomorrow, we're gonna do kind of a double episode.
I completely forgot that until you fucking crossed your eyes.
Since we're going to see Guardians tomorrow, it's gonna be kind of a double episode, but it gets us caught up. So tomorrow's kind of a Guardians review. And a top ranking the Marvel franchises from your favorite to least favorite.
I didn't do it on purpose. As far as missing the 2 weeks to have Star Wars episode.
Oh, we're going to be caught up now.
May 4th and Revenge of the 5th.
It kind of worked out. We did it on close to a Star Wars day.
Well, the ironic part is we were trying to do this so that we didn't do this on the 4th because it was 2 weeks after Mando ended, and then we still end up doing it on the 4th.
We talked about enough Star Wars that it didn't matter.
Exactly. I mean... What else besides Guardian? Is that we got to fill that episode out yet?
State of Marvel.
State of Marvel.
Oh,
a lot of trailers have come out. A lot of news has been coming out.
They keep teasing the new name for your Spider-Man movie, New Home.
They're already talking about renaming New World Order.
Oh my god!
They have to.
Okay,
come on.
Borderline 15 minutes of Marvel talk, but yeah, right.
Hey. Get Disney, Star Wars, Marvel.
That kind of connects, and it's. I just want to end on a nice round number there, but we're almost there. But I don't know.
2 minutes.
I was going for like 7, whatever.
2 minute warning.
7 minutes or something. I don't know.
Think of this like football. You have your 2 minute warning that lasts 5 minutes.
2 minute warning that lasts 5 minutes. I don't know. We'll have
such
to
a us thing to do.
No wonder baseball games are shorter now.
So what do we expect from Guardians? I expect it to be solid. I'm just going to do the preview, the Guardians talk.
As far as I've heard, the movie is wonderful.
As far as I've heard,
but it's not going to make any money.
It's got plot points that really don't mean anything to the universe again, but...
So that's been all of Guardians movies.
Yeah. But That's how it should be. Is you want to centralize your story on the characters that are there instead of trying to do everything that they're doing connect to the main universe.
I know enough about it already. I'm gonna be kind of disappointed in the end credit scenes because you usually use them to set up other movies.
How many do we have?
2.
2? Is it one right after the other, or is it
one mid credit, one mid, one end as usual?
Okay.
I mean, I don't. They've said it. They've said it's hard for animal. It's a hard movie to watch for animal lovers, which will bother me.
Because we're basically killing all of Rocket's family.
And that's the
fact that every fucking animal has been evolutionized to be a person.
You see all the little animals tortured and shit. It's fucking that's bullshit.
You know, I can't even watch High Evolutionary without thinking of Spider-Man Unlimited. It's an old cartoon that was supposedly the sequel to the '90s Spider-Man show.
Had nothing to do with it. It was crap. I did not like it.
Yeah.
That's
it wasn't that bad, but
that's the show that had that eyesore of a suit that just made my eyes fucking bleed.
It was like Spider-Man 2099 mixed with
making me
something
eyes
else.
bleed.
And then Peter Parker definitely looked more like Miguel O'Hara.
Miguel O'Hara.
All right.
No, but we'll be talking trailers. We'll be talking Fantastic Four shit.
Chalking?
Oh, there'll be a lot of
So not only are we combing the desert, and we're now chalking it out.
I mean, to some people, Marvel's already dead, so...
The Schwartz is with you.
Oh, God.
I am surrounded by assholes.
I can't do it. That hurts. And I didn't even do it. Can't cross my eyes.
You can't cross your eyes?
So I'm not an asshole, I guess.
Oh, my God.
Woohoo! I'm a dumbass, but I'm not an asshole.
You would comb the desert.
Hey, you gave me an order. I'm doing what you told me to.
Oh, my God. Well, okie doke, folks. That'll just about wrap up this episode. And if you ever need Pops, Badger Collectibles, and Burnham, on Burnham Street, West Dallas, Wisconsin.
Hey, you know what I'll end this one with?
What?
May the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you.
What? Always?
Always.
Goodbye, folks.
Goodbye, folks.